A guy's just going to send out. Sorry, I'm not looking at the main screen at the moment. Just about to send out some invites. We'll get you all in a minute. Oh, that's not it. Oh, got that wrong. Close it. 2 watching. No one saying anything. Okay. Let's have a look. Come on, work. 4 watching and no one saying anything. Okay. Why isn't this working? Here we got it. Invite 1 sent off. Back to 3 watching and no one talking. Okay, back. Send one off to Knucklehead. Okay. No worries, Blunt Chronic. More than welcome to stalk. Stalkers, lurkers. It's all good. Now, I'm not sure if Andy's around, but yeah, afternoon. It's a nice mild day here in Adelaide. Hey, Amani. Hey, baby. So, got up to 5 watching. Sent a message to Gunner, so he wanted to know if we were doing a live. So he's been sent a message. I sent one to Ed, Nathan, the Texas Scrubber. See what happens. Again, lacking for titles, and one of my favourite guitarists, Ritchie Blackmoore. A lot of people probably don't realise that how legendary this guy is. Hey, Warren. All good here. Hope you're well as well, mate. Blackmoore being one of the pioneers of guitar in the 60s, a lead guitarist of Deep Purple, Rainbow, and I believe now it's Blackmoore's Night. Mm. I probably haven't followed them a lot since the Rainbow days and since Deep Purple got back, original lineup back to play and do the Perfect Strangers album. But was a big Rainbow, huge Deep Purple fan in Rainbow. Roy Buchanan, yeah, I have heard of Roy Buchanan, Warren. Um, I mean, people talk guitarists, rock guitarists, legends. I guess Jimmy Page is a guy that gets mentioned a lot. Um, I would say Blackmore's up there with him, and if anything, um, Page is probably sloppier. Ritchie's probably a lot cleaner. Um, you guys ever get a chance to check out Ritchie Blackmoore, especially in the early days? I think they did a couple of shows for, well, at least one that I know of, for the BBC back in the day. I know it's on YouTube. Pretty full on. I mean, the band was just full of talent. I mean, John Lord on keyboards, Ian Glover bass guitar, Ian Pace, probably one of my favourite drummers of all time. But they did do some shows. I think it was the BBC. So if you want to check them out, yeah, Warren, he is. For me, he's another Jimmy Page. I would never, these days anyway, looking back on a Page above Blackmoore, I see them as being both legends in their own time, and like I said, Jimmy Page is a legend, but can be sloppy, whereas Ritchie's very very clean. Amazing guitarist, like you said, but taking nothing away from you know guys like Eric Clapton, um, the Yardbirds. What's his name? Before Clapton, was it? I don't know, just having a mental blank here. Lead guitarist for the early days of the Yardbirds. Definitely was another one of the pioneers. That's the one, Warren, Jeff Beck. Very little, you just don't hear that name a lot, but one of the legends in the guitar world. We're talking guys back from the '60s who really pioneered a lot of riffs, and like Clapton when he was with Cream, and the Yardbirds. I mean, that's an amazing band in itself. At one time they had three of the probably great guitarists of all time. Like you had Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton. I'm sure there was another. Hey Gunner, yeah, Warren. I mean, all the metal, that '60s to early '70s metal was all. Those guys were all big blues fans, so I mean that's what inspired them. They probably just sped up a lot of riffs, and I'm just trying to think. The Yardbirds had Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, and Jimmy Page. They had, you know, what a lineup of lead guitarists to have in any band. Come on, Gunnar, you fucking nodding off or what? These days, everything seems to be electronic. Digital's made it so much easier. I mean, I guess a lot of them are glad that it's easier to record, but I watched some documentaries of the guys who used to actually put it onto tape. say, for instance, do lead solos and do a heap of them, put them on tape, and then splice the bits that they wanted to make up the lead that they wanted, and then have to learn to play that lead. And yeah, me too, Warren. I'm not big on it. Not much is up, Gunner. Just was talking to Crystal, and we were just chatting and decided that let's just do a live stream. Really want to catch up with Lost and Andy. I want to chat with them about something, but looks like a quiet day. Andy could be asleep, knowing him. Lost would be home, to be family time for him. Yeah, I don't mind Chinese. There's a Chinese and Thai restaurant up the road. I'll get a bit of food from them sometimes. It's always good. You've obviously got allergies or something, mate. I never get affected by anything like that. Okay. I'm not sure if the place up here uses it or not. I do know that a lot of them were stopping it, but I'm guessing that's where some of the flavors come from that they get in Asian food. For me, it's usually I'll get a special fried rice, which is rice with like prawns, bamboo shoots, and bits of pork and shit like that in it. Um, then usually hockey noodles with beef. So it it might be here. Are you Australian, Warren? Gunner's American. South Carolina, I believe. Southern boy. He's a Reb. Yeah, in Sydney. Yeah, I'm in Adelaide, mate. So yeah, it's probably illegal here. I remember hearing something about it. Sorry, guys, just got a message. Uh oh. My future mother-in-law's listening. Um, yeah, Gunner, I think you'll find like Australia and Europe probably have a lot stricter rules concerning food. Yeah, you're laughing, Crystal. Thanks, babe. But I know the standards are probably even higher in Europe than they are, or in some places in Europe than they are in Australia. But I do believe we definitely probably have higher and stricter laws than the US. Thunder is a very upstanding gentleman. I can't divulge if he paid for this review or not. How you doing, Ray? Yeah, Popeye, I'm in trouble. Oh, geez. No, actually, um, I don't think I am. We've managed to have a couple of hellos, and I think uh, I think I'm going to get the big interview soon. which is all cool. I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably be nervous and end up tongue-tied. Just put the link in there. Going to take it out in a minute. A few seconds. Okay, let's get that out of there. Yeah, gonna definitely be nervous, although having her mum in the background while we've been talking and sort of bantering back and forth, she sounds lovely. I think Crystal's more upset that her mum's too willing to give her away. How you doing, Popeye?
I'm doing great, and nobody loves you like your mom. Your mom.
It's so true.
Hey, there's a lot of guys here I want to thank tonight, like Warren, and gals, Crystal, Guntherman. I hope I said that right.
That's gun
Uh,
term.
gun term, excuse. I want to thank all you guys for showing up for my live stream tonight. That was mighty awesome of you. And special thank you to Crystal, and special thank you to Jenny Lim. Uh, that is the young lady that had her brush with the hobgoblin, you know. And thank you, man. That was friggin' awesome, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, Crystal, we were chatting. She mentioned she jumped into your live stream. I would have said hello as well if I'd been on at the time.
Well, put me on notifications, brother, because
Yeah, I
you're
get the
welcome.
notification. I had the notifications and that, but I didn't put the laptop on it until when I was talking to Crystal, and she mentioned a few people who had been on, and she said she
Mhm,
jumped in and said hello to you. So
mhm.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
yes, she did. And basically, why I lit off tonight. Big Kevin, no bullshit, lit off tonight. He had a good night. He raked in over $500 on Super Chat.
Damn.
Congratulations to Big Kevin.
Wow.
And we went up against the orange haired skid mark, and we trounced his ass.
Yeah, look, I got no time for that guy, Popeye. Uh, Crystal's mum, Thunder kicks sick puppies. You're a sick gunner. Just sick. Yeah,
Damn, that's
yeah,
cold blooded, man.
yeah. I don't know what he does with it's his business, I guess. Gunner. You'd like to think that he saves it and puts it away, but that's not a bad for a night's earnings, and $500 for the night.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. And you know what? I'll be quite honest. I never really cared for Big Kevin, but it's kind of like it's kind of like you got something growing on your side and it just grows on you, and you don't want to get rid of it. He's not that bad of a guy. I think maybe a little misunderstood. And I really get your drift when you say you ain't got no time for that guy. Uh, Basically, what we did was just, stick our collective foots in his ass. And, when you come out bragging, you're going to have super chat Saturday and all that shit. Oh, good luck with that, you know. And you're gonna tell me you're gonna feed Ascals and you know, when you're basically bullshitting the Philippine community, because who the fuck feeds Ascals? Can you tell me that?
That's stray dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I know a guy that does it, but he's in Thailand. Or when he's in
Well,
Thailand, he does it.
you know,
And that
I
most of his videos were that.
hmm
Tim Sharkey. I don't know if you know Tim Sharkey.
yeah, I know Tim Shockey, and yeah, that's all right in Thailand, but I know how Filipinos, you know, their dogs are just property. They're, uh, I know you Aussies and us Americans, we treat our dogs like royalty. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that doesn't happen in Philippines. And you're really wasting your money. You really are. Trust me on that.
Yeah. Well, oh, look, I haven't been there, and I do know that they obviously have a problem like they do in Thailand, with the stray dogs and that. But I can't comment.
Yeah. But we know it's all a scam. You know, he's got a basketball lineup he's got to feed. He's got a horse he's got to get new teeth for. Um, we know that's where the money, whatever he gets, is going to go. You know.
I think I know what you're referring to, but even with that prick, I don't want to mention his family or say anything bad about his
Yeah,
other half. That's not fair.
I apologize for that. Please forgive me.
Oh, you're so sincere. Nah,
Well, you know, the guy has come out and said things against me and a few other bloggers that have been very personal, very untrue, and fabricated some
well, I
really.
wouldn't believe, mate. I wouldn't believe anything that came out of his mouth. Like I said, I might as well be watching some lunatic sitting in a chair talking to the wall because
Yeah.
it'd make more sense than what he does.
Uh huh.
I mean, I seen the one. This is going back when I first thought, well, I'm going to go check this guy out, see what it's all about. And he was sitting there with a pair of pliers that he stole off of one of the Filipino workers, and I thought, what a piece of shit! Like,
Yeah.
who does that? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. One of these nights, I might hold the POS awards and see who we give it to. Oh, but hey, Crystal, I want to wish you and I want to wish your mom a happy Mother's Day, and because that's coming up this weekend, and it's gonna be a busy weekend. You know, they're gonna have the Kentucky Derby. It's Mother's Day and Cinco de Mayo. So, do you think anybody's going to work Monday morning there, Thunder?
Well, the Kentucky Derby. I mean, I know it's a big American race. Probably got a little bit of meaning for me because I mean, I'm not into gambling at all, and I'm not big on the horse racing, but I'm big on the horses themselves. Like, say for instance, Man of War, and
Uh huh.
um, there's what's his name? Oh man, the one that won. He won the Triple Crown, and what the last race he won by a record that I think no horses even.
Sea Biscuit.
No, 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 not Seabiscuit. This one kills Seabiscuit. Had I think from memory, he had the biggest heart, 22-pound heart, when they were topsed
Damn.
him, which is massive, just simply massive. I'm trying to think who it was. He had at, in the last race, I think it was a two-horse race, two or three horses only in it, and because there was one horse that was as good as any horse in that day. No, Far Lap's Australian horse, mate. Hey, Big Kev, how you doing? No, Far Lap was Australian. He had a 14-pound heart, and that was massive. This guy had a 22. I'm trying to think. I'm going to have to Google it. Um, he ended up winning the the last of the Triple Crown races by a record mark. It was so big, it was ridiculous. He just romped it in. This will be easy. Just write in Triple Crown winners because there's only a few of them that have ever done it.
Yeah, the only thing I really know about Kentucky Derby is mint juleps and big hats.
Okay. This is the horse that I'm talking about. Secretariat.
Ah, okay. I remember that name now.
Yeah, the woman got him because her father died. She took over the stables, and they had two mares that were having foals, and one of the foals the breeder was getting, the stable owner was getting, and the other one was going to the richest man in America at the time, and they did a coin toss to see which foal they got,
Uh-huh.
and she lost the coin toss, but she got the horse that she wanted.
Huh. Hey, what happened to your last live stream, man?
I went to sleep, man. Everyone was talking, so I thought I didn't want to end it, let everyone go, and I just crashed out. But I heard there was a bit of shit went on, so I'm gonna have to find out what went on. I, I, I got a fucking email pretty well. Must have been straight after that stream finished or something.
Uh-huh.
From someone saying someone was not going to return to my stream while a certain person was on my panel, and
Oh God. You know what? If somebody, I'll be quite honest with you. If somebody sends me an email and they say, I'm not coming on your stream till that certain person's off, you know what I'm going to tell that person that sent me that email? You will be sorely missed.
well, I didn't reply to it, and
Yeah. Sometimes it's best not to reply, but I just tell you my feeling on it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know? Um,
I'm I'm probably more of the opinion that if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be, and
yeah.
I don't really want people telling me who I can and can't have on the panel.
Yeah. It's your show. It's like I have whoever I want on my panel. And if people don't like it, don't come. If you like it, come. You know? I'm not twisting anybody's arm to listen to my live stream. I put out the information when I'm going live. I do what I do. Um, you know, I used to have Nico on a lot, but he's been getting ready to go to Philippines, and he's been quite busy these days with real life and everything. And I used to get messages on my comments all the time. Who's that fucking idiot? Get on, kick him off. No, I like Nico. You know, I think Nico does a great job on my live streams when we talk back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I see a lot of people that come onto your live stream, but I still show up, even if I don't like them. You know what I mean? Even if they're on the panel, I try to be civil. I try to set the example. You know?
Well, it's not hard to ignore somebody, and it's not hard to have a bit of manners and just, yeah. I mean, if you got problems, fine. But all you guys have, that have got your own channels, So I'd rather here to be where everyone can, talk shit and
Mm-hmm.
not have to worry about all the other crap that goes on in the community. And
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a brief rundown of your last live stream. We had a great conversation about religion.
yep, yep.
Me, Lost, and Andy. Okay, and then I left for a little while because my washing machine came and got that installed. They installed it properly, and while that was going on, we had your favorite troublemaker on. That was MJ.
All right.
And then they get into talking about race, white privilege and all that shit. And it got a little heated, got a little warm.
Yeah, I kind of guessed it was around something like that from the email I got, and yeah, it's. I think I mean, I'm not afraid to talk about that shit. Um, Although, in this day and age, things are a lot different, and
Hmm.
I think Andrew probably said it because I think it was Andrew said it, but it's not so much white privilege as it is a money privilege. You know, uh,
Uh,
doors open for you when you got money.
yeah, you know what? When I hear these buzz phrases like white privilege, um, lower middle class, lower, you know, and I hear all these new buzz phrases, and that's part of politics. If you follow politics closely in America, what actually goes on is there'll be certain parties and politicians that will try to divide you up by race, creed, and color. Okay, and it's what we call class warfare. And they'll try to break you up economically also. And
It's,
I don't buy into it. You know what I mean? I don't.
they do it for a reason. I know there's a logic behind why they do that, and you're right. That's exactly what they do. It's because when they make all these big policy speeches and that, they aim at certain groups. So
Right.
so they know what a certain group's looking for, and then they'll target target those particular groups.
Yeah. And within those, when they're targeting certain groups, they use fear also, you know. Like today, we got great economic news for the United States. Month of April, over 260,000 jobs were created,
All
right?
right.
And we're only supposed to create about 190,000. So we smashed expectations, and wages went up for Americans, and a lot of great economic news going on right now. And but you have politicians out there. They're saying, "Oh, it looks good on paper, but not every American is feeling it." You know, and I myself couldn't tell you whether every American is feeling it or not, but I know my pensions have gone up, my taxes have gone down. I'm actually in a better position this year than I was last year. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm pretty happy. All right. And also, unemployment hit the lowest, hasn't seen this, we haven't seen this rate of unemployment since 1969. All right. That's a record. I mean, we're at 3.6%, something like that right now.
Wow. Wow. That's that's
You
pretty
know,
good.
we haven't seen that since 1969. All right. So that's over 49 years ago. Oh. And I'm watching all these indicators, and the stock market responded. Uh, it's up over 26,000 right now, the Dow. So I don't know. I don't look at it as trickle down economics. Uh, I see everybody doing well, everybody getting a job when they need a job. You know.
I, yeah. Look, my personal belief is that. Yeah. policies, they do trickle down. So, some of this is, due to Trump's attitude towards the American market and manufacturing. I think maybe some of it can be attributed to policies from before. It's hard to say, but even now, what you see, a lot of what Trump's doing, you might not see the results for the next 2-3 years.
Dude, he's only been in office 2 years, and
That's
the
right, but I think
economy's turned around. He has created, since he's been in office, he has created over 500,000 manufacturing jobs, right? And the way he did that is he cut regulations. He went out and actually he went out and actually talked to manufacturers, companies, and got them to come back to the United States. Where during the Obama administration, when the election was going on and Trump was vying for the presidency, Obama came out and said, hey, our GDP of 0.10 is the new norm. Manufacturing jobs are not coming back to the United States. What's he going to do? Wave a magic wand and they're going to return? Those are Obama's words. That's what he said. Looks like Trump had a fucking magic wand. What do you think?
What I think it was, like I said, Trump came out very pro-America, very pro back to manufacturing and bringing jobs back to the US. So straight away, you're going to get a reaction in the market to that. I think the very first, it dropped a little bit when he got elected. People worried, I guess. But then once he was in there and seen that he wasn't going to destroy turn the country upside down, and his positive remarks about bringing back manufacturing and, like I said, all the rest of it, you've seen the market start to jump back up again, and it gives companies confidence, especially when they know that they'll be protected by tariffs. I mean, to be honest, the worst thing that ever happened was this free trade bullshit. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as free trade between countries when you've got someone that pays their workers $2 a day compared to someone that's paying their workers $100 a day.
Right.
That just doesn't work.
Did you know that the first quarter GDP was supposed to come in at 2.1%, and it came in at 3.1% for America, which is outstanding. And they're actually talking about lowering the interest rates on borrowing money.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's confidence in it. When there's confidence in the market, everything seems to
come
roll ahead.
together.
Yeah, but I guess my worry was, and I mean, I always thought Trump was the lesser of two evils. I think Clinton would have been the worst thing the US could have ever done as elector, as a president. That's my personal opinion. But the problem is with Republicans. He wasn't just fighting the Democrats; he was fighting the Republicans as well.
Oh yeah,
So,
he's fighting the whole swamp. That's what he was doing.
so that was a bit.
I don't even consider the guy a Republican. To tell you the truth, I really don't. I consider him a true independent. Okay, and yeah, he's under the Republican banner, but I don't consider him one. I really don't. He's guy who's going to go out and do what he's going to do to make things better.
Well, I think he's proven that. Okay, babe. I knew she left. I was just wondering where she was now. Whether she's still running around. I know she's always busy. My concern was that he wouldn't get the support once he was in power, Popeye. I mean, you got the Democrats working against him the whole
You
time.
thought he'd be a total lame duck.
No, no, no. You got the Democrats working against him, of course, but I just thought you would see Republicans also sort of undermining.
Right, that's what I mean by lame duck.
Okay,
When you have a lame duck presidency, that means he's ineffective and uh, ineffectual in everything he does because he gets no support from either side of the aisle.
hey MJ, how you doing?
There's the troublemaker. There's the little brown bastard who caused so
Sh-
much shit.
Shall I put the link in? Put the link in for Fluffy.
Oh yeah, bring Fluffy on. I like ragging on his ass. I'm not afraid of Fluffy. Ah, Fluffy.
No, well, not so much. I didn't think that he'd become ineffectual with the Republicans. I just thought you'd have them working in the background, always trying to undermine him, and
Oh,
um,
there
I,
are a
I,
few.
I
There
thought
are
he'd
a
get past
few.
it.
Yeah, there are a few right now. What's his name? Mitt Romney is working night and day to undermine him. He's part of the old guard Republican.
Yeah, so I'm not big on all the politicians and that over there. I guess for me, um, once Hillary Clinton got involved, I thought, well, obviously American politics has gone to shit. To even
Hmm.
consider putting her in a role like that.
Hmm.
As far as I'm
So,
concerned, she should be in jail.
so Fluffy man, who did you piss off on the show last time?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
How you doing, mate?
Doing.
What do you mean, who I pissed off?
Well, there must have been
Don't
some talk about white privilege, was there?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't act fucking stupid with me, you fucking Mexican. All right, I ain't gonna take your shit. All right,
uh,
I ain't gonna take your shit. Just fess up to what you did. Who'd you piss
the-
off?
oh yeah, that dude from Indiana, man.
Yeah. What happened? What
Ah,
what what did happen? Like, was there a big argument or?
No, it was something stupid, man. What happened was somebody raised a question about African Americans getting,
Re-
reparations, stuff, shit like that, And I just
okay.
and I just kind of told him, I was like, well, you as a white man growing up when you did have more opportunities than a brown or black person did. And he kind of got irate when I said that.
Maybe not so much these days, but you go
No, no,
back.
and that's what I told him. I told him, well, not so this days, of course, not nowadays, the times we're growing up in, but when you were growing up, you as a white man did have more, you had more opportunities as growing up in Indiana than a black or brown person did, and he kind of got irate when I said that.
Oh yeah, if you motherfuckers stayed out of the Rio Grande River and actually went to work, man. Fuck, no.
Hey, 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 hey.
uh,
Crystal, don't listen to him, babe.
yeah, so
Oh,
he kind of
Fluffy.
he didn't like that comment, and he kind of came off with fuck
Well,
you
th-
and
well, there is an argument for what you said. You go back 40, 50 years ago, it was a different time, different world, and there
but
probably
you
was.
can't say though. But white people did have more of an advantage than
Yeah, back 40,
brown or
50 years ago, yeah, 40,
so
50
that
years ago for sure.
So then why would he get upset when I made that comment?
I'm not sure. I don't know, mate. I'd fallen asleep and just let the stream go because at the time Lost and Andy were talking. So
You want to hear a story about opportunity?
Opportunity.
Yeah,
I'm a little
let me
drunk
tell you a
right now.
story about opportunity. I think you could relate to this, MJ. All right.
Let's see.
When I went up for the rank of E6, okay, and in the gunner's mate rating, right, all the gunner's mates compete against each other. Am I correct?
Yes, you are
Okay.
correct. You are correct.
All right. So we all met on the mess decks and we took the exam. And in my division, I had a fellow E5, second class, same as me, who's black, and he took the exam too. All right. So when you take the exam, they take your eval. That's 40% of your grade. Okay. And then they take your exam. That's 60% of your grade. That gives you 100%. He walked in. Oh, yeah. One other thing. There are certain ribbons and medals that give you points. Okay. So I walked in with, let's see, 6, 8. Walked in with about 8 points extra from ribbons and medals. Okay. And he walked in with 28 points. And the reason why he walked in with 28 points is A, he was black. And it's called affirmative action. Gets 20 points right off the top. And then all his ribbons and medals, he maxed out at 8 points, like I did. So he walked in with 20 points up on me. Guess who made first class and guess who didn't? Can you guess?
Popeye got through.
Ah,
made
yes.
first.
I made first class. Yeah, second increment, man.
Why?
And because I scored really well on the exam. And he P and A'd. Tell
What's
him
that?
what P and A means.
What does PMA mean?
Pass, but not advanced.
Okay,
All right, I'll re-educate you. And yeah.
Give him a break, Popeye. He was only in there 3 years. You had 20 on him.
Oh, this motherfucker got this cocksucker talking about
yeah.
white privilege and shit, man. He needs a little fucking slamming, man. I'll show these assholes how to handle this little brown motherfucker. All right.
Nah, but he did get kind of irate, and I don't know why. You know, he was yelling and screaming and cussing and calling me a border jumper and
Really?
some really nasty things, man.
Didn't you tell him only I could call you a backstroker and a border jumper? I'm the only one that can do that.
Well,
You know?
by the time I was about to say something, he had already saying I'm done, and he had already, got off and threw his temper tantrum already. So, yeah.
So then the day came, the big ceremony where you tack on your crow, your extra chevron, right?
Yeah.
And after the ceremony was over, my arm was bruised up pretty fucking good because back then we tacked on crows; they didn't come off. Okay.
Yeah. They tacked them on. Yeah, that's true.
So I walked into the office and the chief said to me, Guns, I want you to make sure you take this crew and get this, and that done. Right. And, I said, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. And, oh, yeah, you're not on working party. But next working party, you'll be one of the supervisors on the working party. But all right. So the second class who P&A'd sat there all pissed off and said, I wish I could be a fucking first class. Right? This motherfucker walked into the exam 20 points over on me. All right, and P&A. Okay? He's not a stupid guy. He passed the exam. But maybe if he cracked the book like I did every night, he'd have got a higher score. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it comes down to how much you really want something, Popeye.
Yeah, I really wanted it. I mean, because shit, you put on an extra chevron, guess what? You get more pay, you get more privileges. You know what I mean? That's the way it works.
Yeah.
All right. And so there's your story about opportunity, you brown motherfucker. What do you think of that, huh?
MVP, most valuable player. This is the money. Amani comes from a military family, so
Oh, so he understands what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure he was in the military, but I know that his family is.
Oh, it rubs off. Trust me, it rubs off. Uh, my kids would say things that would shock you. Okay. And like my youngest, when she goes to work, she goes, "Oh, Dad, we got these couple of guys that just signed on to the office, and they're retired military like you, and they picked me right out. They said, 'Man, your dad was in the Navy, wasn't he? Your dad, yeah, we know. We can tell by the way you talk and how you act.'"
Yeah, well, you would. I mean, you'd use certain terms around the house. The kids pick up on it. Yeah, money.
That's
What
why
did
he's
you?
so serious on a personal level. Okay.
Well,
Hey, how
what?
long? Hey, how
What?
long have you guys been on for?
Not long. Let me have a look, mate.
Hey, you guys gonna celebrate
50,
my? Are you
52
guys gonna
minutes.
Are you guys gonna celebrate like the best holiday ever or what?
Oh, Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
What's that?
You don't know what Cinco de Mayo is? Come on,
Nah,
He's fucking with you.
no idea what you're talking about. All over my head.
How you going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, Fluffy?
Oh man, I want to drink some good tequila, man. Get fucked up drunk.
Okay. I thought you might do log the backstroke for me across the Rio Grande. Oh,
I'm not even going there, man. I'm on your side, MJ.
he better have somebody on his side because I'm gonna tear him a new asshole tonight.
He's, he's got he's got Crystal and I on his side, so and I ain't saying nothing bad about Mexicans ever.
Yeah, you go ahead, Fluffy. Hide behind that skirt strap. Yeah, show me your true colors, man.
Hey
Hey,
man,
Fluffy, I gotta
Cinco de
warn
Mayo
you.
is the best holiday, man.
I gotta warn you, Fluffy. I got a Popeye short coming out in a couple of days, and you're featured in it.
Ah, no way.
Yes,
I
way.
Hey, I haven't even been in the YouTube scene lately, man.
I want to revive your character, man.
You want to revive the character?
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus! MJ, put up a different icon and change your name, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my name.
You can't hide. You can't run. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, and I know our boy Nico will appreciate it.
Gunnar just said Dewey has his own Popeye short? Question mark. Oh shit, he's hit big time.
Yeah.
uh,
But man, come on, Jewy. You got to chill out with the racial talk, especially with these thin-skinned cocksuckers.
Hey, the last time when Clint Eastwood guy when he got mad, I didn't even bring nothing up. He brought the question up because somebody asked the question in the chat. He goes, "What do you think about what this guy said?" And I gave him what I thought. I told him I was like, "Well, you as a white man growing up in Indiana, during the time you grew up in, had more opportunity than a black or brown man." And he absolutely got mad at that comment. He didn't like. I mean, come on. I mean, if you know history, him growing up in Indiana as a white guy, he obviously had more opportunity than any black or brown man did in that area. And
Well, it depends. Was it in Cook County?
I doubt it.
I can't help myself.
It was kind of a. I know he tried to bait me into it too. I'm not stupid, but yeah. So I just told him, hey, what I thought, and he didn't like it, and oh well.
What did you think about the religious discussion me and Lost had?
What you had to refresh me.
We talked about is there not a God? Can you prove it to me? Because he's Buddhist, okay? And we had a pretty good discussion about it. So I want to ask you: do you believe in God?
I believe in there is something. There is some type of being that is, higher than whoever we are, and shit like that. But I don't believe in like what they like the shit out of the Bible. Like a lot of the stuff that came out the Bible, I don't believe in. I
Okay.
really don't. But I do
Well,
believe
you're
there
a
is a
fucking
higher.
asshole, and I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this, and I'm out of here.
I believe in a higher being, shit like that. But
I'm kind of like you, MJ, but rather than a being, I kind of like to think it's more an entity.
yeah,
So you
yeah,
guys are more spiritual than religious.
Yeah.
yeah, yes, exactly. But do I believe it was like some actually human being that lived here and died? No, I don't believe in that. I don't.
Well, how about we nail you to the cross for a day, and see if we can revive you 3 days later. Okay.
Right.
We'll have to have a look at that because I'm sure I watched a documentary and it was a Roman one and they talked about crucifixions, but I'm not so sure that they did nail them. I believe they tied them because if the nails through the hands would have just torn straight out.
Actually, believe it or not, if you look at the facts on how they hung him on the cross, they did tie him. Okay.
Yep.
But actually, the nails were put through the wrist, not the hand.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't talking about Jesus Christ as such. I was just talking about in general. They tied them.
In general, that's how they did it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got tied, and the nails were not driven through your hand; they're actually driven through your wrist. Right? Because, dude, you put a nail through your hand, and I don't care if you're tied up or not. It's just gonna rip through.
Yeah, it's not gonna hold.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to put the nail in the right place, right? So
But
just
yeah,
remember that, Chewy.
I do believe like MJ. To me, the Bible is just a bestseller.
Yeah, to me it is. It's kind of a big, just a big story, kind of.
It is. I mean, maybe there's certain parts of it that coincide with
I mean,
events around the world.
a lot of it copies like what was that Moses or whatever the baby that went to the river and that was in
Oh no, you're talking about
uh,
the floods. Noah and the floods was in the Sumerian
yeah
legends.
the Epic of Gilgamesh.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that I mean that was way before the Bible, and they
Yeah.
just copied, and it just seemed like they copied that.
They did. They did. They took a lot of the stories straight out of the Sumerian stories.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care what either one of you two heathens have to say. Um, God, but I will tell you, Jesus Christ, my Lord, my Savior, loves you both and is always calling out to you to come home and recognize Him. I testify, I testify.
Hey, but he
Hey,
is a brown. Hey, but he is a brown man. You gotta admit that though,
Yeah, the motherfucker probably did the
man.
backstroke across the Jordan. Who the
He's
fuck
not that.
knows, you know?
He's not that. That white Jesus everybody thought about. That.
No, Hollywood made the white Jesus. So talk,
Hollywood.
talk to those motherfuckers. All right, all right. Uh,
Uh,
because actually, I'll tell you honestly, if you've ever into any Catholic church that I've walked in my time, and you look at the cross and you see Jesus hanging on the cross, he's pretty fucking brown, guy. Yeah, he's pretty
yeah,
fucking
he's pretty.
brown.
He's pretty
actually,
brown, bro.
I've seen something that said he was actually um,
What?
the descriptions of him he was actually lighter skinned and he had lighter hair than the typical Jewish people of the time.
I doubt that, man. I mean, grew up in the Middle East there. I pretty guarantee it was a dark dude, man. I mean,
Dude, every time God
yeah.
made a fucking Arab, all right, you know what he said?
I,
Huh? He said,
uh,
"Oops, burnt another one."
yeah,
Oh Jesus!
I don't think he was. I don't think he was a light skinned dude, man.
Well,
You never
he's
know.
just saying he was a little. What Thunder's trying to convey to you, he's just saying that Jesus was portrayed as a little bit lighter than the average
Oh yeah, of course,
Jewish guy.
of
You
course.
know, but it's all in the mind's eye. You know.
Yeah,
Well, I
absolutely.
guess for me, I wasn't there. I didn't see it, so and I don't know anyone that was there to see it.
Yeah, Popeye's pretty old, but I'm not that fucking old.
Uh,
All right, not that fucking old. I can't tell you. I mean, I can't sit up here and say, yeah, I was there the day they hung Jesus on the cross.
Maybe we can ask Ed. Ed might know.
Now, Ed, I think he was around the time of fucking Moses, if you ask me. All right, but I could be getting that historically wrong. Maybe it was Adam and Eve. That's when Ed was around, for Christ's sake. But God bless his soul, man. That hoagie eating motherfucker. I tell you, God love him. God love him. You know. But
I
you know
sent
what?
I sent him an email.
You know what? I tell you, Thunder, you got to have people on here that got more of a sense of humor. I mean, God, I mean, look at all the shit I just threw at fucking Fluffy, man. He took it like a man, for Christ's sake. I
yeah.
don't see any tears in his fucking eyes, man.
I don't give
You
a
know?
fuck, to be honest.
Nah, look, I'm hoping people will eventually come around. I mean, if you
Some people
ignore,
are like that, man. Some people take shit to heart.
yeah,
They're very. These people are very emotional people, Popeye.
Yeah, well, dude, look at some of these guys that come in the chat. They call me public enemy number one. They asked me how I've been doing down at bingo at the VFW. Did I watch my? Ain't it time for my soap opera? Ain't it time for my nap? I know them all, man. I've heard them all, right? But you know what? It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. I love it, man. And I know they're only joking. I mean, Jesus H. Christ. People got to learn not to take themselves so seriously. Okay, not everything is so
Just it's not
serious.
it's not that sad too. It's this instead of getting angry, debate something and debate it intelligently.
Yeah, yeah.
Stay calm and put your point across. That's
yeah.
what it should be about anyway. I
If I
think
can,
Warren said
I
it earlier
can whoop.
about good debate.
Now, if I can actually whoop your ass with my words, it's more gratifying.
I actually ran into Popeye at bingo. Those old timers get ornery when they don't win.
Fuck yeah, man. If I don't get to at least yell bingo once during the game, I get pissed in a hurry, man. You want to piss Popeye off? Don't let him get a bingo, man.
Holy shit! My mother used to love bingo, man.
Oh,
My sister would go with her. None of the boys would. Oh no, actually, I
mm,
think one of my brothers did go.
You know, I
Um,
used
hmm
to play a lot of bingo. I played a lot of bingo when I was in North Dakota, man. They play a lot of that shit out there.
really? You sat down with all those fucking white people and played bingo?
Nah, most of those Indians, man. It was mostly Indians.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're on the reservation. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, man.
uh,
I tell you, one time I come home on leave, and my mom begged me to go to bingo with her, so I went. Right, and I'm sitting in this back room, and she tells me, "Now this is how you play, and if you get this, you get this. You yell bingo." And she said to me, "Make sure you yell bingo really loud so they hear you, because we're in the back room here." I said, "Okay, no problem." Well, lo and behold, I got a bingo, man, and I yelled bingo so loud. Some old lady grabbed her fucking chest and almost fucking keeled over, man. And the whole room smelt like dusty old farts because they all shit themselves, man. That's how loud I yelled bingo, man. You ever
I
hear
never
old
won.
people fart in concert, man? Huh? It's not pretty. It's not fucking pretty, all right?
Yeah, I never won, man. I never won at bingo, man. I played that shit for a little while in North Dakota. No, it was only because there was some Native American chick I was kind of fucking around with. She used to work
Oh,
at a
you weren't
bar.
paying attention to your cards, huh?
Yeah, I used to hook up with her and shit, man. She used to work at a bar. I used to go to down there,
Was
and
it
then
worth it?
I mean, I guess so, man. Because I mean, the games are pretty cheap. They were like, man, how much did we pay for a game? I forget. Maybe what was it, like $5, $10 or something like that? Or...
Oh, that ain't that bad, man.
Nah, it was cheap. It was cheap.
Huh? No, but was the trim worth it? Was the trim any good?
Oh, hell yeah, man! I'll tell you
That's
that,
what
man.
I'm talking about. Jesus
Yeah,
H.
man.
Christ. I'm not talking about the
Shit.
fucking game.
Hey,
Start
man.
talking about Indian pussy. I'm going to
Hey,
ask
man.
you if it was any good.
Yeah, that Native American girls, man. They put it down, man. I'll tell you that.
She laid it
Yeah,
down on your ass,
yeah,
right?
man. They get pretty freaky.
All right. That's all Popeye wanted to know. I still got a dick. I enjoy a good fuck
Yeah,
story once in a while.
yeah, man. Yeah, they'll take care of you with their
Look
pretty
how
crazy.
quiet Thunder's getting because there's girls in the chat, man. He's like, Thunder's like, oh man, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't getting in on this one. No, I'll keep my mouth shut, man.
I'm on best behaviour. And you never know when my mother-in-law is going to be listening.
Ah, that's true, man. Hey, there's Manic Magic, man. Hey, there's another guy I want to thanks for coming
Hey, so
into
you
my
guys not
live
gonna drink
stream.
any? You guys gonna drink any tequila for Cinco de Mayo? Or
You know what? I hate to tell you this, MJ, but tequila makes me want to puke.
but you know what though? That is the most. I'll tell you what. Out of every type of liquor or beer, whatever, that is the most healthiest thing to drink. Like if you're living a healthy lifestyle and you drink liquor or alcohol, hey man, uh, tequila's like the way to go.
No, isn't it made from cactus or something
Yeah,
like that?
man. There's not a lot of sugar in it. It's pretty healthy. Like if you
Mhm.
drink and you're if you drink and you're still trying to live a healthy lifestyle, then
Hmm.
tequila is the way to go, man.
Well, I live a pretty healthy lifestyle because I don't drink at all, really. You know,
Mm.
I gave up the hooch when I left the Navy, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, actually, when I left the Navy, I got out. I got a job immediately. Uh, Raised my kids. You know, I didn't collect disability. Uh, I didn't. You know,
So what do you mean? When you mean you don't drink, you mean completely not one drop, or you mean like a drink like every few months, or like who's the
the
difference?
last time I had anything to drink was Christmas, and I had 2 glasses of wine with my meal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. Other than that, I don't go out drinking. I don't
Yeah.
partake anymore. It's just like it's not for me. It's I no interest in it because like now if I was hanging out with you and that other degenerate Nico,
Yeah,
I
hey,
might
yeah,
go. I
yeah.
might
I know
go
what you mean.
fucking drinking with you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And
exactly. I know what you mean. Yeah,
Social.
uh,
Drink to be social.
yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly.
Because if you
Yeah.
drink alone, you're in fucking trouble, man. You got a fucking problem. Okay, you got a fucking problem. You
uh,
drinking alone, man. All right, I'm just saying. All right, just saying. All right.
Yeah, well, you can easily get in the habit of drinking too much.
yeah, it does. Yeah, that's true.
Where were you tonight? How come you didn't show up at my live stream, fuckwad? Huh?
What do you mean? I watched your live stream. I watched it a little bit.
I didn't see you in the chat, man. I would have thrown you a link so you
Oh
could have
no, I
started
watched it a little
trouble.
bit, man. No, I watched your shit a little bit, man.
Well, wait till I get a hold of that other degenerate. He didn't show.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
uh,
I like that motherfucker though. I think he's all right. I don't give a shit what you say about Nico MJ. I like Nico. All
yeah,
right.
Nico's cool. Nico's cool, man.
Mhm.
Uh,
So Thunder, man, you're not gonna fucking go to sleep on me, are you?
No, I'm here.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
You
like
know.
last time he did, man.
Yeah, it was
Well,
like 3 o'clock in the morning or something.
yeah, I have to give him credit, MJ. Even though he went to sleep, he was smart. He muted his mic. All right. So I didn't hear him snore, and B, he didn't overdose or shit himself. So hey, it was a fucking win-win. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus, Popeye.
Oh
You're a
man.
shit stirrer. I used to call MJ the shit stirrer, but I reckon
uh,
MJ's the apprentice compared to you.
hey, dude, I'm over the flu now, man. So a lot of people are in trouble, man. A lot of people are. You don't hear me coughing anymore. You know that. and I feel a lot smoother. I feel better, man. The words are coming easy to fuck with guys like Fluffy and people who pass out on live streams and shit, and fucking OD and you know.
So
Uh,
if I hear you cough, I know you got the flu. If I hear MJ cough, I know he's blazing.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That motherfucker, man. Uh, are you Cheech or Chong's nephew?
Cheech
Huh?
and Chong's nephew.
uh, oh, Jesus, Diablo. I'm not even going to reread that.
At the Pelgam,
Phlegm.
and that phlegm we use. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I tell you, man, my kid brought home this flu that kicked my ass. All right, I thought I was going to fucking die. All
What
right.
happened? What did you get? The flu?
Yeah. Oh, she brought. Man, my stomach. I couldn't eat. I was shitting myself. I fucking uh, all the phlegm in my chest. Holy crap on a cracker.
I got
I
like that
felt
off Mexican food one time, man. I got all fucked up.
I felt like somebody beat me with a baseball bat, you know? I was like, fuck. And nothing could quell it, man. I was down in NyQuil, Dayquil, Robitussin. Man, if it had at least 18% alcohol in the medication, I was downing it. Okay.
Yeah,
That's how it is, man.
I can never take that cough medicine. Shit, fuck that.
That's how it is in the Philippines, man. No matter what precautions you take, I always tell people if you're gonna be out there any significant part of the time in the Philippines, you're gonna get sick. You're gonna get fucking sick. There's no.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna. There's no. I don't give a fuck what precautions you take. You're gonna get sick. You know. You're gonna be shit, man. You know.
And I'll tell you, my first 3 years in Philippines, I never once cut a log. Every day, man. Hershey squirts, man.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's why a lot of guys. That's why a lot of big guys lose weight too, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. I mean, that's just the way. You know, that's just the way it is, man. You know.
Dude,
that diarrhea.
I'm surprised, Popeye, that you weren't there long enough to sort of acclimatize to that.
Well, see, I did all the wrong things. Number one, I was only 23 when I first entered Philippines. Right. Number two, I was drinking San Miguel like a motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, that's another thing too. You drink a lot of that alcohol too.
And I was out there eating monkey meat on a stick off the vendors for a peso a stick of monkey meat. You know, they said it was chicken. Sure. Okay. Yeah. I believe you. Yeah, sure. It's chicken. Okay. It all tastes like chicken, right? And dude, I was eating in every different restaurant out in town. You do all the wrong things. You know, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you get sick doing that shit, man.
Yeah, and I didn't give a fuck. It really didn't bother me. When you're that young, you don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It's just like when I saw your blogs, MJ, when you were in the bars having a good time, you know, pinching them girls' asses and sucking down the brew. And I said, look at that horny little bastard go, man. I was so proud of you, man. I was so proud of you.
I don't. Yeah, that's one of the things I don't get. Why people get so upset with some of the reasons people go over there. I mean, it's been happening for so long.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't disrespect nobody, you don't I mean, you don't disrespect the females or people there. I mean,
I agree. Yeah.
it's
Dude,
just
my
like what?
first tour of duty there, I think I knew about close to 50, 60 bar girls. They're
Yeah,
all cool to me, man. They're all cool to me. I was cool to them. I never once disrespected any one of them. You know, I
yeah,
mean, I betted a lot of them down, but I didn't disrespect them.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
they got what they wanted, and I got what I wanted. Get my drift?
yeah. Exactly. It's the way it goes, man. Shit,
Yeah,
it's the way it
it's the
goes.
fucking way of the world, man. I'm
Yeah, it
not going to
is.
sit up here and tell you in 1983 I was some fucking saint in a long opposed city. Just not going to do it. That'd be the biggest lie on fucking earth.
I
Okay,
know.
all right. And I'll tell you another secret. I was no white knight either. Okay, all
How you
right.
doing? How you doing, Dick and Cider?
Yeah,
Charlene, how you
yeah.
doing?
A lot of these white knights, man, they
Uh-huh.
think like nothing happens, and it's you know.
When you planning another trip back to the Philippines, MJ?
Um, yeah, I'm not thinking about it. Contemplating when. I
Ah,
think my next stay, the time I go out there, will probably be longer this next time. So maybe like it might be like a 6 month trip. We'll
okay.
see.
Ooh,
So
ooh. You got to be careful. You stay there 6 months, man.
yeah.
Um, you'll have old Popeye saying, "They saw me crying in the chapel." Get down on your knees and pray. You know.
Well, I mean, that's what I thought about. I was gonna go stay over this last time. I thought I was gonna stay there 6 months. So it might be this next time. It might be another 3 months. I mean, you never know. We'll see.
Have you
But,
found that special somebody yet, MJ? Tell us all about it, man. Come on, MJ.
nah, not yet, man.
You,
Not
you
yet.
ain't got that special girl in mind, huh?
Nah.
I'm
No,
Hey,
good.
man,
nope.
those Filipinos, man, I tell you, man, some of them are very, very, they're very jealous. Very jealous.
Sounds
Uh,
like a nice Mexican girl I once knew.
and
Ah,
just gonna say, how you doing, Dick and Cider? How you doing, Charlene? I think Charlene, you say you're not drinking, you're not feeling it. I don't know. We know you got a drinking problem there. We're here to help you.
Hell yeah, I give her credit. She could down a bottle of San Miguel, man. Go, Charlene, man. All right,
yeah.
you earned mad respect from the Popeye, man. Mad fucking respect. All right. I like a girl that can pound a few fucking beers. You know,
Yeah, there's
I'm
a lot
not.
of good. You know how it is though in the Philippines, man. Popeye, man. There's a lot of good girls. There's.
I think you should find one and settle down, man.
well, Charlene's parents are Filipinos, but they moved to Malaysia, and I think Charlene grew up in Malaysia.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
so
told me
she's
that.
she's
Yeah.
Malaysian. Oh, okay.
No, no, well, she's Filipino, but she was brought up in Malaysia.
Yeah, so she's okay. Yeah. What you said.
So yeah, probably. I'm not sure if she's a Malaysian citizen. Probably a Malaysian citizen, but obviously Filipino parents. I'm not sure if she was born in Malaysia or not.
Yeah, I've been to Malaysia once. They drink a lot of tea there. I know that. But
Yeah, you
it's
put
not.
anything in your tea?
But it's been a long time since I've been there. A long
Yeah,
time.
you sure? I'm just hoping it was sugar that you put in your coffee, mate, or in your tea.
Yeah, they drink a lot of tea there. I know that. Yeah.
Tea's all right now and again,
Nah,
but
tea.
it's got to be strong.
We don't drink that shit in the U.S., man.
I'm surprised. I thought, especially like on the East Coast where Popeye is around Boston, that
They drink a lot of tea.
no, well, I would have thought so. Yeah, I mean,
No, fuck no. We throw tea in the harbor. Fuck
well,
tea, man.
well, I know about that
Fuck
one,
tea.
that incident.
Yeah. You know what, Dick Insider? I'll send you some of my finest Colombian. Okay. Fuck yeah, we throw tea in the fucking harbor. Fuck the
I could
goddamn
never drink that
limeys.
shit. I've never
You know,
been able to drink tea, man. I've just never liked the taste. So.
well, I've been a coffee
Yeah.
drinker, always a coffee drinker, but if it's a good strong cup of tea, it's not so bad. But most of the teas tend to be on the weak side, so I prefer strong and very little milk in them, or as you guys say, cream.
Who the fuck puts cream or milk in anything caffeinated? All right,
I
I just
know.
like ah.
If I'm ever drinking coffee, it's always just been black. It's just been strong.
Nah,
That's how I like my
nah.
shit. You know?
It's like when I make espresso. The only thing I'm gonna put in that is just a teeny bit of sugar. That's it. That's it. Not putting no fucking milk or cream in there. Cause you know what? I'm not a fucking cat. All right.
Nah, black is just too bitter. So, I mean, my coffee is almost black as it is, but I always have a touch of milk.
You know why it's too bitter for you?
No
Right?
idea.
That's because wherever you get your coffee or your espressos, they don't have proper beans or they don't know how to make it proper.
Yeah, maybe because they do the grinding the beans in front of you. So,
It all depends on the beans, man. It's like shit. For a small bag of beans, I'll pay close to $15, $16. You know, if you go out and you get that shit that's been laying around for half a century, fuck, good luck with that. You know, but I'm a bit of a coffee aficionado, so please forgive my snobbery.
no worries. I mean, I know a lot of people that when they go shopping for the beans, always get the South American.
Good beans, good beans. You know,
I mean, who else is a big coffee bean grower? I know South America. Um, shit. Like, I guess have to be somewhere maybe in the Middle East or because I know Turks are big on
oh,
coffee, but there's
Arabica. Man, Arabica beans? You get
Africa.
no Arabica.
They're from the
Arabica
Middle East.
bean.
From the
Yeah.
Middle East. Yeah.
If you get the Arabica beans and oh baby, man, that's some fine ass shit. I gotta give them props, man.
Jesus, 420 cups a day, man. Wow.
I don't know, man. When I was sick, I couldn't even drink coffee. Nothing. I was just sucking down water and medication. All the caffeine went out of my system for a whole week.
Geez, if I didn't have a coffee in the morning, I probably wouldn't be able to talk to anybody.
That bad, huh?
Oh, mate, yeah. I mean, you should see me driving through a car park at the shopping centre, mate. Fuck.
Uh huh.
I'm I'm on the edge of jumping out the car or running people over.
Mm-hmm.
It drives me crazy. Saturday mornings at the shopping centre, mate. Fuck.
There you go. GR's got it right, man. Normally from Yemen. That's correct.
Where is it? I'm trying to have a look.
Talking about the Arabica bean.
Yemen. Okay. Yeah. So you got Middle East, you got Africa, South America, but you always hear a lot about the South American beans.
Oh yeah, Colombia.
Yeah, for coffee beans. I've never heard of those Arabica ones, but I do know that.
No, I've heard of
coffee.
I've heard of the Arabica ones too.
Only because I know that Turkey, they're big on coffee over there, but they have almost like syrup.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know, Gunner. I should.
You know what really turned me on to espresso and cappuccino was the 3 months I spent in Sigonella, Sicily. Okay? You get up in the morning, walk down to the corner store, get yourself a cappuccino with a fucking shot of rum in it. Dude, you're ready to start your fucking day, man. It's like fucking magic. Okay?
You know what I use? I use those 5-hour energies, man. You ever use those?
Yeah, you know the first time I ever used a 5 hour, well, it's actually called a 4 hour energy drink, is my first tour of duty in the Philippines. I used to stop at the Mercury Drug, and I would get a little bottle called Lipovitan. Okay? So next time you go back to Philippines, I bet you they still have it. Go into Mercury Drug and look for Lipovitan.
I never heard of that.
It's Philippine 5-hour energy drink.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, we take a couple little bottles of that, fucking down one, start pounding San Miguel and Red Horse and Tanduay rum. And, you know, if you're feeling a little whoopsie again, you fucking pound another Lipovitan. Keep fucking drinking, man. Keep drinking.
Yeah.
We're 24/7 motherfuckers.
What were those things that were called back in the day? What, yellow jackets or whatever? It was like
dude. Fucking, I remember my first tour of duty in the Navy. We're fucking, dude, all over the ship. We had black beauties, Christmas trees.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You know what a black beauty is or a Christmas tree is?
No, I never heard of those.
Black beauty is the best amphetamine you can ever get. Right? You take one black beauty, you're good for 12 hours. Okay? You're not going to sleep. Right? Christmas trees, Christmas trees are all the colors of Christmas, you know, red, green, you know, like that and shit. And those are good. Those are good for 6 hours. Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to try and catch up with some of these comments in here. Those little mini cups of coffee or whatever they sell at Cuban restaurants are pretty good. Not sure.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, Cuban. Yeah, they got some good coffee, Cuba. So Warren H says, Cartoon Circus Frank's done a video saying Big Kevin only got more money due to his internet going out.
I'm not sure I understand that one.
How did you like Big Kevin's horse?
I actually have not seen Big Kevin's show.
Oh, dude, go back and just catch a few minutes of it.
What do you mean? He has a horse?
Yeah, he had a horse. He was holding up a horse on a stick.
Like a real horse?
A horse head. You know, one of those fake horse heads on a stick.
Oh.
Oh, the kid's toy.
Yeah, kid's toy.
Oh, I thought he bought like a real horse or something.
No.
What's he gonna do with the horse?
I think they can only afford to feed one Kevin there. Okay.
Jeez.
A horse don't eat that much, does it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. A horse does probably eat a lot.
Oh yeah, it was fucking hilarious, man. His live stream was hilarious. He's actually getting a fucking sense of humor. I love it.
Well, it's either you got to get a sense of humor or you're going to die on YouTube pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna die real quick,
yeah,
man.
that is very true. That is very true.
Yeah, you'll be fucking screaming from the top of your lungs, man. I'm going to fucking file a report to the wrong guy, man.
Yeah.
You don't have a sense of humor. No.
It is a bit of a culture shock coming to YouTube, though. I tell you.
Oh, fuck yeah!
With the drama, and I was kind of surprised by. I mean, I got introduced to it through the Thai community with Twitchy and all that shit and Kamala.
I remember the first live stream I ever did. I was on Dave's show, right? And right after Dave's show, man, I couldn't believe all the insults and the bullshit I took. I was like, holy fuck, these motherfuckers are on me like white on rice, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I had asked after the last live stream you had. I was like, what's up with all the people yelling and screaming at me all the time, man? Always cussing at me, man.
Because you're a racist little motherfucker. Right? Here, here's a buzzword for you. Here's a buzzword for you, MJ. Reverse discrimination. You like that one?
I am not racist, dude. There's not a one racist. You know, I'm not racist at all, man.
What do you think, Thunder? Is he a racist little brown motherfucker or what?
Nah, he's a shit stirrer. I don't know why people can't bloody get over that. Like I said, and you guys said it, you do need a sense of humor, and a lot of it's a water off a duck's back to me.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
And then people read the comments and they take shit out of context. You know what I mean?
And they spin it out of control. That shit's hilarious.
Oh yeah, fucking I roll, man. I roll like a motherfucker. I was like, a lot of times I don't really pay too much attention to the comments because, like, here, let me tell you about your chat here, Thunder. All right, I got one guy in here who knows where to place a comma, quotation, a period, a question mark. All right, and that's because he's a geek and he doesn't admit it. That's Dick Insider. Okay. He knows the power of the word. Okay. Me, I do run-on sentences, fuck commas, fuck periods. I put apostrophes in the wrong place and shit. I'm fucking because frankly, I have zero fucks to give. The rest of the guys, I see run-on sentences, no periods, no commas, no semicolons, no quotation marks, nothing. Just fucking words strung together. Right? And grammar is totally out the fucking window. Okay? Now, am I right? Am I wrong? Or am I indifferent? I don't know. You tell me.
Look, some take it a little bit further than others. I mean, it's typing in the chat. I probably prefer to see some commas and periods, but at the same time, it's not a big deal either. I can barely speak English, Popeye. Can't expect too much. I was born in the South.
No problem. No problem. I really don't fucking care. As long as I get the gist of what you're saying, I'm a happy motherfucker. Okay. I am not a vocab Nazi like some people in the chat.
And that's to you, Dick Insider, you bastard.
Fucking prick. You should have been an English teacher, man. All right.
You still could be. Although, I tell you what, I'm not sure. Teaching used to be a pretty good career. I mean, it still is over here. I'm not sure of how well.
Teaching? What do you mean, being a teacher?
Yeah, like I don't know if it's still as well paying as it used to be.
It's not. I mean, I know people personally that are full-time teachers, and they still. I mean, in California, and they still living with their parents because they just don't. It's just better for them to live with their parents than to barely scrape by, renting somewhere.
Well, aren't you living in your mom's basement or something like that?
Yeah, I'm living in my mom's basement right now.
Okay.
Eating fish and rice, man.
Eating fish and I thought it was beans and rice.
But oh yeah, I know a buddy, my buddy John, man, and he graduated from SC, and he's a high school teacher. He's a science teacher, and yeah, he still lives with his parents. And he's a full-time teacher, man. High school teacher.
You couldn't pay me enough money to teach these little fuckers today.
Nah, fuck no. I could never be a teacher, dude. With what they put up with, fuck no, man.
Dude, when I was a small arms instructor, I was pop tall in front of my fucking commander like at least once a week. And I'll give you a prime example why. When I used to teach them the FBI course with the 9mm, and I would use the whistle. You know, you blow the whistle once, that means fire. You blow the whistle twice, shoot 2 short blasts, ceasefire. I didn't even get the whistle to my lips, and all of a sudden I heard one fucking shot. Boom! And so I saw red immediately. And I said, who the fuck did that? And stall number 6 raised his hand. And I said to him, who the fuck do you think you are? What are you, fucking Gomer Pyle? And everybody broke laughing, man. Everybody broke laughing. I called this motherfucker Gomer Pyle, right? Fucking, I get back to the ordnance shop and we fucking put everything in the armory and everything. And the admin chick, she comes over to the armory door, knocks on the door. I said, yeah, what do you want? The commander wants to see you. I said, okay. So I walk into his office, man, and he's like, Gunn, what the fuck is your problem, man? Call one of your fucking students Gomer fucking Pyle? And I had all I could do to hold a straight face because this redneck motherfucker that was my commander, right? The way he talked and everything, we called him the Silver Fox. He had, 28 years in, he was fucking full commander. He was prior enlisted. I had mad respect for the guy. And I said, well, look, sir, I mean, I didn't even get the whistle to my mouth, and this motherfucker squeezed the trigger and fucking fired around, and I just about shit myself, okay? And so the commander looked at me and he goes, whoa, he didn't tell me that. This little fucking weasel called my commander directly and told him that I called him fucking Gomer Pyle. Okay? All right? And in my book, if you're a snitch, you get stitches. Okay? Snitches get stitches. Okay?
Yeah.
That motherfucker never got on my range ever again, MJ.
Yeah.
You know. Would you do a Gomer Pyle move like that, Thunder?
Nah, mate. Nah, when you're on, I used to belong to a gun club, and the rules are there for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you get pissed off? Motherfucker inadvertently just fires his fucking weapon. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, pissed off. When you're on a firing range, you fucking be downright angry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everyone there should know the fucking rules, and like I said, on a gun range, the rules are there for a reason.
Well, see, this happened like in the mid '90s. That's when guys like MJ were coming in. You know, these fucking coddled motherfuckers. You know, don't even look at them the wrong way, man. They'll go crying to your superior officer. You know what I mean? Fucking, that's when the kinder, gentler Navy was coming about.
I don't know. I don't see MJ being like that, but
Are you part of that kinder, gentler Navy there, MJ?
Yeah, we're part of the more gentle part of the Navy, man.
Or were you? I'm talking about you alone as an individual. Or we?
Hell no.
Yeah, I'm talking about you personally. Were you one of those pussies that would fucking pick up the phone and call my superior officer and squeal like a little fucking pig?
Fuck no.
Inquiring minds want to know, man. I want to know,
Nah,
man.
man. Nothing like that, man. Nothing like that.
So you wouldn't call my old man if I called you a fucking Gomer Pyle or a brown stupid
Nah.
motherfucker,
I don't know why they would do that. That's stupid.
Would you call him if I called you a retard, man?
Nah, nothing like that, man.
What would you do, man?
What do you mean? I
If
would
we were on the
bitch.
range, we were on the range and I called you a Gomer Pyle fucking retard, would you say anything back to me?
Yeah, I'd probably say something back.
What would you say? Go ahead. Let it fire away, man.
I just call you an asshole, man.
And you know what I would do?
What, man?
I'd say thank you. Because it's true. I'm an asshole. Even on YouTube, I'm an asshole. I'm public enemy number one. I mean, I like to stay consistent, okay? Because I think people won't believe you if 1 minute you're nice and the next minute you're an asshole. You know what I mean? I believe in consistency. Consistently be an asshole. You know what I mean? What do you think of that?
I hear what you're saying, Papa.
Yeah. All right. All right. You know what, fucking Thunder? It's almost 2 o'clock in the fucking morning here. You know that?
Shit. No, I had no idea, man. I better check that time in LA. What?
Yeah, it's about to be 11 over here, man.
Yeah, 10 to 11.
Yeah, Dick Insider, I would appreciate you saying sorry because you fucked up. That's all cool and shit. But if you gave me some shit back, I'd have some fucking respect for you because it just shows you have respect for yourself and you're not willing to take shit. You know what I mean? You know. And I just wanted to weed MJ out, see if he was one of those pussies. You know what I mean? I was, I wanted to fucking mud check his ass. You know what that term means, right?
Nope.
I know MJ does if he ever fucking, pays attention to what the fuck we're saying here, man. When you mud check somebody, it's like you fucking eyeball them, give them some shit, see if they back down,
Okay.
Yeah, that little fucking gang member should know that terminology.
It's kind of funny. I've used a few uh, with Crystal, and she's like, "Huh?" A couple times.
Have you done Timbuktu on her yet?
No, but I called her. I called her a rat bag one day, and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Rat
and I,
bag.
and it obviously doesn't have the same meaning in America as it would here. Over here,
No,
it's
no. Just like fag doesn't have the same meaning in America does there.
no. Over here, it just means you're being cheeky. You know, you're a bit of a, maybe a bit of a shit stirrer or whatever. But yeah, I had to explain that one to her real quick.
Did you just say you're cheeky, Thunder? You're being cheeky.
No, I told someone
You're
else that
you're
she was.
you're a cheeky fellow.
No,
Oh,
I'm just nasty, MJ.
if anybody on this panel is cheeky, it's you, MJ. Uh,
Yeah,
Oh, why? What is
yeah.
cheeky? What does that mean?
Cheeky. You don't know what cheeky means.
Nah, what is cheeky? Heard the term, but I don't
Like
know what it means.
like a smart ass.
Ah, okay.
You know, someone might say something like a smart ass comment or something, but probably not as offensive as smart ass. So
who's making love to their mic?
I think it's MJ.
Ah, okay. Are you on the road or something there?
My mic, man. You gotta make love to that shit.
Oh shit. If I start hearing swallowing noises, I really know what's going on, man.
Dick inside just said, if you tell your friends that you just had a fag in your mouth, you'll get strange looks and maybe your ass kicked.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
Aussies at one stage used to call cigarettes fags.
Yeah, walk up to the hobgoblin and ask him if he wants a fag. See what he does, man.
Hey, where's he been? Has he been making any new videos, man? I don't even know, man.
No, I don't think he has.
No,
It-
it's payday week. He's pissing his money off the wall, fucking rubbing his pecker up against some dirty fucking ass bi girl. You know.
Sounds about right, man. It really does. It really does.
Although I don't even think he gets bi girls. I think he gets streetwalkers, to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah, he can't afford those bar girls, man. Those bar girls are too expensive, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too expensive.
Oh, well, he's still going, I guess. I just haven't seen him put out anything, but I thought that was because he had no internet connection or money for internet.
Well, he's got to walk down to the pawn shop and get his phone out of hock.
Yeah, those internet cafes are pretty cheap. How much were they? I don't even know. I heard they were cheap, man.
Oh, it's
50.
five pesos an hour, man.
Yeah, five
Oh,
pesos an
shit.
hour, man. He could hang out there all day.
Damn, that's cheap as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right, Dick Insider. You hit the nail on the fucking head right there, man. Hit the nail on the head right there, man. I remember one time we were fucking trolling through Angeles City, man, and we were hitting all the different bars. And at that time there was a lot of streetwalkers there, and you are exactly correct. 10 years difference between the bar girl and the streetwalker. Yeah, and these days you can ask a certain Marine that goes back to 2013. The streetwalker he had picked up had something a little extra, you know, and he sent her for a swim in the toilet.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah, got a
Yeah.
few years out of that one.
Yeah, he got 12 years, man. And stupid motherfuckers from Massachusetts. What an embarrassment, man. What a fucking
What did he do?
embarrassment.
Did he kill somebody or?
Yeah, killed a lady
Yeah,
boy.
that happened to a guy on my boat. This guy was a EM. He was an electronics mate, and well, I was already out. I had already left, but the same shit happened, and he ended up killing a lady boy, burning her body. Oh yeah, he's in prison, man, in Thailand.
Oh,
Shit.
fuck.
Yeah, this happened in Thailand, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
What story I'm talking about happened in 2013 in Olongapo City. This motherfucker. Now, any naval ship that pulls in there, they cannot go out in town for liberty. Okay?
Damn.
What?
Shit.
Yep.
That's fucked
Fucking.
up.
It only took one fucking Marine to ruin Subic Bay for the
Jesus.
rest of the military, man. Yep, they have to stay on base. They go to the beach. And you know when they wear those faggoty blue shorts and fucking yellow t-shirts for PT?
That's what it was because when I pulled in a port, when we pulled in a port in the Philippines, we pulled in the port twice, and we were
Uh-huh.
never able to get liberty. We had to stay in port right there. We couldn't go out to Subic or nothing.
Wow, that fucking
Yeah,
blows, man.
yeah, man. It was twice that happened. We pulled in a port, and we would never be able to get liberty.
That fucking blows,
Yeah,
man.
that fucking sucked.
And now all they get to do now is wear those faggoty ass fucking PT uniforms and go pick up trash on the beach on the old base. Poor bastards.
Yeah, man, that shit ruined it, man. Yeah,
Oh, dude. They'll never know the finer highlights of a beautiful Filipina.
I don't know if it's still like that, man. It might be still like that. I'm not sure, but I know when I was in, it was like that too. We stayed on fucking pier, and that was it, man. Pier side Liberty.
Dude, and you know what? I used to pull in the patio all the time, man.
Well,
And
patio was cool. We pulled in the patio, and it was cool, but it was the Philippines. So twice we pulled in to Subic, we weren't
yeah,
allowed Liberty. It was just stay on the pier, and that was it.
yeah, I'm talking about what I'm trying to tell you about Patty is when, you told me that guy went in there and he killed the lady boy while on Liberty and shit. And dude, every time we pull in the patio, I would tell my guys, no matter how good the chick looks here, ask her if she has a penis, okay? Or
Exactly.
do a
It's
weapon check.
Thailand, man. Exactly. It's patio, man. That shit's known for that shit, dude.
No shit. That's so
Yeah.
fucking prolific. Here, I'll use a big word to make Dick Insider get all horny and shit. That shit in Thailand is so prolific. It's horrendous.
That's why they
Okay? There
have
you
that
go.
saying.
Two big words.
They have a saying like, what is it? Like only like 80% of the what is it? 80% of the women are actually women. Or they had some type of saying like that there, man. It's
I don't know. Like there's Patia and Nana Plaza too.
oh yeah, it's fucking filled with lady boys, man. Shit. You better
You,
watch
you,
out where you're going around there. I'll tell you
you
that.
usually know the lady boys, mate, because they're usually making a grab for your junk.
Yeah, I mean, because they're usually aggressive.
Yeah.
They're aggressive. You know that, but hey, some guys don't know, man, and you know.
So let me ask you a question, man. Well, actually, let me tell you a story. Okay? Let's see. 89, we pulled into Thailand patio. So we're at this fucking tiki bar, man. Me and a bunch of them, my bros, and we're pounding down those Oscar beers, man. And if anybody's ever had an Oscar beer, it tastes like fucking weasel piss. And you look over to the left, and there was this big, huge hot tub on a stage, right? And there was like, 2 or 3 squids sitting in it with about 3 or 4 fucking chicks. And I could see the chick bobbing under the water. And I know what she was doing. All right. She was pleasuring one of the guys. Okay. And she'd stay under for a long fucking time. I really admired her endurance. Okay. And the next thing I know, she pops up out of the fucking water, buck fucking naked, with a fucking, it had to be at least 8, 9 inch boner. Okay. And she looked at him and she said, "Now you do me." Right? We all fell out, man. We all fell out. That motherfucker, he jumped out of that fucking hot tub, man, and he ran buck naked through the streets. We were laughing our asses off. We were laughing our asses off, man.
Oh, fuck.
Want to go to patio with me, Thunder?
Mate,
Hey,
I know. I've watched Dead Farang, mate. I know what to look for
hey, I
now.
wanted, you know what? When I was in Pattaya, man, hey, because they were selling them. When I was there in Pattaya, they were selling the little monkeys, the little rum monkeys that that sit on your shoulder and shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
little organ grinder motherfuckers.
Yeah, and they were selling those fuckers for like $200, man.
No
I
shit,
wanted to
man.
buy one. I wanted to buy one and try to bring it aboard ship, dude. Oh man, I never did, but fucking, that would have been cool.
I'd be surprised if you can't get them in the US anyway.
Nah, you can't. Fuck no, they're illegal to bring. You can't bring those fuckers
Yeah.
over here, dude.
You're
Mate,
talking
I-
about them. You're talking
Hey, when
about them little capuchin monkeys.
Yeah, those Indiana Jones motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, that's
Think-
a capuchin monkey, man.
when I was in Oklahoma, there was a woman there who had a fucking lion in her backyard. She had a kangaroo and an emu.
Damn.
So
Hey,
fuck knows where she got.
What I'll tell you about those monkeys, though, the ones in Thailand, those things, man, will pickpocket you. They'll steal money from you. I mean, when I was by, I would see some of them where they'll rip a person's hat right off their head. They're fucking thieves, man. Those fucking monkeys, man.
Yeah, and they fucking masturbate all the time, man. So really, you want something that nasty around? Yeah. But I'll tell you, Dick Insider, I never wore my good slacks in Thailand. Okay. When I went to Thailand,
Never
I
wore
would
uniform in Thailand.
no, but see, I don't know if I ever told you my story about Korea. You know, Busan, Pohang, Korea.
Was that the
You
one
know?
with the good set of pants?
Yeah, the one with the
Yeah, I
good
know that
set of
one.
pants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
what Dick Insider's referring to, man. And if you're in one of those bars down in Busan or Pohang, don't let one of those bar girls sit on your lap, man, because she'll leak the Seventh Fleet out on your lap. Okay, you get my drift, MJ?
Yeah, the only country I went to where we had to wear uniform was Russia. When we went to Vladivostok, Russia, we had to wear uniform.
Fuck that. What the fuck is in Russia, man?
Yeah, well, I guess what they do is they pick 2 ships out of the year to go to Russia. That's the way I understood it. Every
And
year,
you drew the short straw?
yeah, we drew the short straw and we went. It was actually pretty cool, though, man. Russia was actually pretty cool. I liked it. It wasn't too bad.
Did you drink vodka and fuck one of those really white ass bitches?
Yeah,
Huh?
man. They drink that vodka in the morning, man. That shit's strong too, man. I'll tell you, man. That vodka over there, man. You know,
They drink a lot because it's so cold over there, mate. I had a Russian
Yeah.
mate, and he said it's because it's just so cold. They drink it, especially at night, mate, to keep warm.
Oh yeah, I seen them people waking up cold in the morning, man. Fucking drinking that shit in the morning. Yeah.
You get any of that? You get any of that Russian patch, man? I didn't score any of that Russian patch. Huh?
Yeah,
Was it any good?
Yeah,
Was it any good?
Yeah, it was good. They're, the females there, though, man, they're a little tall. They're a little big. But
They didn't have penises, did they?
nah, nothing like that, man. Of course
All
not.
right, all right. So your ass
Uh,
is still cherry, right? That's what you're
uh,
trying to tell me. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Jeez, you gotta be careful what you say to Popeye, MJ.
I know.
I'm a real fucking sailor, motherfucker. You got me up
They're
2 o'clock
tall
in the
though.
morning.
They're tall. They're tall though. I'll tell you that. The Russian women there, they were pretty tall.
Well,
Yeah.
Moscow, the
Yeah,
city, was founded by Vikings, so I
yeah,
guess you
they're
got a lot of
big.
that Viking
They
blood.
were, yeah, they were kind of big, you know. Because
Yeah.
that Vladivostok right there, that's like one of the last main cities before getting into North Korea. I
Oh,
Did
believe.
you
really?
feel? Did
Yeah.
you feel like a drop of chocolate milk? I mean, in in the white milk. Is that how you felt when you were there, man?
Nah,
Did
nothing
you
like that.
did you feel outnumbered, man?
Nah,
Did,
nothing like that.
did you feel
Uh,
like there was maybe too much white privilege around you when you were in Russia?
White privilege.
How did you find it though, walking around in a Russian city in an American naval uniform?
You could tell it was very I mean, there was a lot of a few guys on board our ship during that week. They got robbed at knife point,
Jesus.
so it wasn't safe. It wasn't that mm-mm,
Mhm.
But I mean, I didn't run into any problems. I mean, I didn't.
So when you were drinking in Russia, did you try a black Russian?
I don't remember. I don't
That's
even remember. I don't think so. I
You
don't
ever
think so.
hear it? Ever drink called a black Russian?
I've heard of it. I've
yeah.
heard of a Black Russian, but I don't think. Uh,
Uh,
I got drunk as a skunk on those.
but Oh yeah, man! I got pictures of like they had during that time they still had like statues and shit up of Stalin and all that. Oh yeah, I got pictures of all that, man. I bought actually an old Russian uniform, an officer's uniform from like it was like supposedly from like World War II. I'm not sure though, but I got that shit in storage. Oh yeah, I got a few things I bought from Russia, man, when I was over there.
That's
so
good.
when you got a piece of ass over there in Russia, did you go blonde, brunette, redhead, platinum, what? What?
Oh, you know
And
what, man? I was thinking out the box, man. So I went blonde, man. So because
you
I'm not
went blonde.
yeah, because I'm not really into those ditzy blondes, man.
Okay, so I gotta ask then, if you got a blonde, did the curtains match the drapes?
Did the curtains match the
Did the
drip?
not did the excuse me? Did the
No, they did
curtains
not.
match the
No, they did
carpet?
not. No, they did not.
Oh, so what did you really get?
So what do you mean? What did I really get?
Well, if
A
the
brunette,
car,
redhead.
Well, I got a
if
brunette.
the
She was a real.
yeah,
She was a brunette.
so the carpet was brunette and the drapes
Yeah,
were blonde. Okay,
yeah.
very
She's a
well.
yeah.
Did you find that confusing?
No, of course not.
Okay, all right. So you're really not part of that kind or gentler navy. I'm very proud of you.
Popeye, I've got to say this, mate. You need to get out and get yourself some pussy real soon, mate.
Man, I used to that shit when I was in Japan, man. I used to date some chick that used to be a mascot at Disneyland in Japan.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
some get pretty girls in Japan, mate.
yeah,
Yeah, the Japanese gals, man. Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta give them props, man.
I just couldn't believe, like, technology is just huge over there, man. I mean,
Oh wait,
so huge.
I remember before because when I was over there, I had a camera phone and it was a Japanese phone over there, and I had them way before they were even out here in the USA. I already had like camera phones and shit. They had them out way before, you know.
Yeah, well, they're full on with their technology, everything, mate. From
Oh yeah, big time,
even
man.
their toilets now, mate, like little computers.
Japan
Yeah,
for Japan's a very clean city, man.
It is,
Very,
yeah.
very clean.
Even in like around the airport or the industrial areas, it's clean.
Very clean
Surprising,
for it being so big. for being such a massive city, it's very clean.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a question for you, MJ.
Whatever.
It's sort of a question. DR is saying those Japanese chicks still rock the bush. Is that true or false?
When I was there, yes, they did. They still
Okay.
did. Yes, they did. You know what? I don't know why it is, but it's like they still like to rock the bush there. I don't know
Okay.
why, man. But yeah, when I
Fair enough.
was there, yeah, the early 2000s, they were still rocking that bush.
So what about both you guys? Are you hardwood floor man or carpet?
Hardwood floor, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm pulling them all
the
out
Japanese
tonight.
chicks, I don't know why, man, but they like to rock the bush, man. They're rocking the bush still. I don't like that shit, man.
Yeah, give me a hardwood floor any day.
I kind of like the jungle myself, man. Get in there with a bolo and find the surprise, you know. I'm old fashioned like that, you know.
Nah, it's a prick picking those hairs out between your teeth, mate.
Hey, just that's little shit like that don't bother me. I'm a big picture guy, man. All right.
Oh fuck! There'd be nothing worse than being down on some muffin going. Hey, BK.
Oh, if you got a small tongue, yeah. I mean, good shit. All right.
No, you don't want one. You don't want one of those hairs stuck down your throat, mate.
Yeah. Well, if you got mad tongue action, that's not going to happen. All right. Any girl will tell you that, man. Any girl will tell you that.
Oh shit!
You guys got me going. Talking like the old days and shit, man. That's why I like having this little brown motherfucker around. He's the type of motherfucker. If I caught him on the ship, I'd definitely grab him by the ear and say, "Come on, motherfucker, you're going out on liberty with me." Yeah. You definitely come back wrecked about 3, 4 in the morning. You're like, "What this motherfucker do to me, man?" You know?
Were you still in the Navy when MJ was had enlisted, or?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. I left in
I
2000.
I went in 2002.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I grab a guy like MJ, take that motherfucker out on liberty, corrupt the living shit out of him, man. All right? Just corrupt the living shit out of him. And then get him back on the ship and work him like a fucking dog.
I'm guessing. I mean, it's hard to imagine ship life, but fuck, you'd get a lot of time to yourself doing nothing, wouldn't you? And there would be a lot to do.
No, there's always something to do on the ship, man.
Oh yeah, there's always something to do, man. That puts you to work, believe me.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. There's I mean, even if you got all the big stuff handled, like your guns are all maintained properly, your armory's maintained properly. Fuck, you're always you'll be cleaning. You'll have there's cleaning to do. There's just like now ship goes 24/7, man. And you from the lowest to the top. Somebody, I mean, and if you're at the top, the middle ranks, management, and you got guys like MJ working for you, fuck, you know how much paperwork one guy, one asshole like MJ generates? Holy crap, man. Because guys like MJ are always in trouble, number one. Okay?
Nah, you'll be able to watch your own little TV or internet, or I mean, nowadays it's
No, motherfucker, we didn't have internet.
No, well, I mean, not during our time, but nowadays, I mean,
yeah,
you know,
dude, the only thing we had was snail mail and fucking closed caption TV.
Jesus. It'd be a different lifestyle now out there with all the, like I said, with internet and
Oh
computers,
yeah,
laptops, and
it's a lot better from now, man. Shit.
Dude, I'll tell you how bad TV was on the ship for me, man. Every
Yeah.
time I walked into the office and the guys were watching TV, you know what was on the TV? Reruns of Facts of Life. Okay.
oh Jesus.
Yeah, I
All
remember
right.
we had reruns too underway. Yeah, there was like reruns and shit underway.
Hell yeah. Fuck. You know,
Yeah.
you can only fucking watch how many times Tootie spilled something on her dress, you know? Okay?
But then again, I'm thinking ship to ship it'd be so different. Like say lifestyle on so a destroyer or something compared to an aircraft carrier.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
well, duty would probably be on a carrier because I mean, I remember I would be hearing, those guys sometimes do duty every 7 days. Fuck, man, and on a smaller ship, you'd be doing duty every 5 days. So,
Fuck. My time on a small
yeah,
ship, I had duty every 3 days.
yeah.
Okay? On the aircraft carrier, I had duty every 5 days. Okay? But I tell you, the first time I stepped on a small boy, a real small boy, the John Rogers, hey, uh, this guy was this guy was showing me around, and he was taking me down to the berthing, and I looked and I said, "How come there's footprints on the wall?" Now, in the Navy, we call a wall a bulkhead.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, man. Uh, we walk on bulkheads around here." I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Well, when we get out to sea and that ship started rocking and rolling, I figured out what he was talking about real quick, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. Fucking on a small boy, you feel it, man. But an aircraft carrier, I spent 3 years on an aircraft carrier. It's a floating fucking city. You don't even feel it when you pull out of port, man. You don't even feel it moving. Okay.
Yeah, no, on the carrier, you guys don't feel shit, man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like lifestyle, it'd be so fucking chalk and cheese from the smaller ships to something like a carrier. And I mean, what is it like 5,000 people or crew on
Yeah.
a carrier?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Hmm. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah,
like about the small boys though? The
What?
crew. The crew is tight. Okay. Now, if I had a guy like MJ on my small boy, I wouldn't be calling him petty officer, you know, whatever the fuck his last name is or anything like that. I'd be saying, "Hey MJ, hey Jewy, come here, let's get this done." All right, that's how tight the crew is. Because like uh, on the last small boy I served on, we were lucky if we had 180 crew members. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's real small. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. And dude, everything was first names. Uh,
Oh yeah,
you
everyone knew
know.
each other, man. That's why everyone was tight knit.
Yep. On an aircraft carrier, dude.
Fuck, nobody knows
Fuck.
each other. Nobody knows who's who.
They're like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know.
Yeah, it's too big. It's too big, man. Yeah.
but I see some at one stage. Must have been a documentary on. I don't know if it was the Nimitz or something like that, where they even have security running around with dogs on the carriers. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, we actually had three police dogs on our aircraft carrier. and basically they were drug dogs, and they'd take them through the ship once in a while and sweep the whole ship looking for drugs. Because you know how much mail, and then you go into
Yeah.
different ports, and these brown
Yeah.
motherfuckers like MJ are smuggling shit on board. You know what I mean?
I remember that shit that Popeye's talking about because they did that aboard my ship too. They had dogs and they did all that. They probably suspected me of something, or so.
Yeah, I mean, look at MJ, man.
Yeah.
You know that motherfucker was sneaking hash on board.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Actually,
he was
the commander of my ship was actually a Hispanic guy, though.
really. So
Yeah.
you and him were blazing up in the fan room.
Yeah, we were cool, man. Shit, he was from Texas. He was a dude from Texas. He was Hispanic though, but
Yeah.
no, he was a cool guy.
Oh man, that's fucking awesome conversation, man. Hey, where is that bald-headed motherfucker from Texas, man?
I sent him an invite, but he
Who's
usually
that?
lost the nomad.
He's
Lost,
bald.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was bald. Oh, okay.
He normally jumps on when he's at work or during the
Uh,
day, but at night when his wife's home and his daughter's there, that's all family time for him.
Yeah, it's when
he's
he's
in.
pussy. It's when he's pussy with Popeye.
Piss
He's
off.
probably sleeping on the couch. He's probably sleeping on the couch tonight, having a taffy pull with himself.
I think he's
You know.
probably pussy whipped or something. It's cool.
Yeah.
No,
See,
mate, he's doing the
D,
right thing.
he is. Dr's got it right. He's follically challenged. I love it. That's a good one, man. Dick Insider will appreciate that big word you just used. Follically challenged.
But I tell you what, I'll give credit where it's due, and with Lost, you can have a great discussion without it getting crazy.
Yeah, he's the type of guy I don't want to yell at. I don't want to. And it's hard to make fun of him. Because he's the way he speaks to you. He's very monotone,
Yeah.
very calm. And
Very
he's
cool.
yeah, he's like having a sedative around. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah,
like
he's very
I,
mellow.
I I just take it that he can have a conversation whether he agrees with your point or not, but you can have a decent debate about anything with Lost. And he's
Mhm.
very open, and he's open-minded.
Yeah, he's very open-minded. You know,
Yeah.
and I give him that, and that's what I mean by very calming. He's like a sedative. You know, and he'll actually listen to you. He won't be yelling and screaming, "Fuck you! I'm out of here. You're wrong." Fucking, he
Yeah.
doesn't do that shit, man. I
Yeah.
mean, and I said something really horrific on this show last time I was here. We were talking about who you would take a bullet for, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And MJ, I said I would take a bullet for Frank. Okay.
You
And
would?
the reason why I would take a bullet for Frank is so that miserable fucker could keep living and being miserable.
That's sad, isn't it, MJ?
And
That's pretty sad.
I thought I could trip him with it, but the only thing he said, Popeye, that's the most horrific thing I ever heard you say. That's all I got out of him. I said, motherfucker, I pulled out all the stops, man. I pulled out all the stops. Okay. I'm like, fuck. What do I gotta say to trip this bad boy? You know?
Oh
A bit
boy.
like talking to Nathan as well. Nathan's pretty well the same. You can have a decent chat to Nathan.
Yeah, Nate. Oh, yeah, yeah. Gigante, you mean? Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
He's cool.
He's one you guys need to talk to more. I mean, he's met all the people that you sort of like talking about. So
You're talking about Gigante, right?
yeah.
Gigante's cool. Gigante's cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
But when he was riding, I think it was not last time, but the time before, when he was riding around the Philippines, he caught up with a couple of people while he was there. One was totally surprising. I didn't expect him to turn up at Frank's place.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I used to give him shit about that.
Yeah, and he took it like a man. He took it like a man, didn't he?
I used to tell him he was enabling that mooch bummer.
Hey, Matt, how you doing?
I know, yeah, I used to give him shit, man, but yeah, no, he's cool though. Now, you see it now though. I mean, he knows how that guy was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Bummer actually was talking shit about him, man.
Who was?
Bummer actually called him out, man.
Are you shitting?
Yeah, he called out Gigante.
Wow.
Good here, Matt. Everyone's good here, mate.
Because I guess he was on
Look.
Troll Show. He was on Pinoy Troll Show or something like that.
It's gonna. I feel sorry for Nathan because Nathan's a pretty decent guy, and if he says anything, mate, it's you're only going to hear the truth from him.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that? Nathan Gigante?
Yeah, yeah. You know
who's
who?
that?
He reminds me of Haggard on Harry Potter.
I was thinking more Grizzly Adams.
I thought he looked like Jerry Garcia.
The Grateful Dead.
Yeah, he could do the Grateful Dead, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought he looked like. Grateful Dead looking motherfucker.
Jesus.
He got that gleam in his eye too.
That gleam.
He's pretty good on his music too. When Barmer here, that French fry 7 he said, "Why didn't you visit me?"
Did your girl go offline yet?
I mean, Crystal, she's probably napping by now, I think. Probably fell asleep.
Napping.
So she would have fallen asleep.
She's in California, right? Yeah, what are you doing up so late?
Well, must be around close to midnight, MJ?
Yeah, it's about 11:30 right now.
Yeah.
You hitting the clubs tonight?
Nah, nothing like that, man.
Nah, nothing like that, man. Nah. How about you? You gonna be hanging with the boys? Gonna be hanging with the boys?
Nah, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Save your money, man. Save your money.
You gonna play your Xbox One till 3 in the morning?
I want to play my Xbox right here.
And blaze a little bit, huh?
Blaze a little bit, man, in my boxers.
Well, I can't make fun of you, man, because I know you're telling the fucking truth.
I got some Spider-Man boxers on right now, man.
Oh yeah, that sounds dope as hell, man. Oh fuck yeah!
No, I would have been more. I would have been more impressed if you said "fucking Iron Man."
Hey, he just died during that movie. I heard, man.
That's a spoiler. Don't tell everyone.
My bad.
I went and seen it with my son. 3 hours,
dude,
man.
You're a real fucking turd in the fucking punch bowl, aren't you? Fucking cocksucker! I don't even want to go see it now. Fuck that. sit there and wait 3 hours for something I already fucking heard. Jesus Christ. And it's gonna cost me $20. You know that fucking $20 just to get into the movie theater.
Yeah, it
And
was
you ain't
$19 something.
bought a fucking soda. You ain't bought a fucking popcorn yet. All right, just to walk in the motherfucker, $20.
Oh
Bang,
yeah, it'll
bang.
cost you. It'll cost you. Fuck, if you take somebody out, it'll cost you. Fuck, maybe close to $100.
Huh?
Yeah.
Fucking. Let me see. So I walk in there with my daughter. There goes $40 to walk in. All right, and then she says, "Oh, can I get one of those fancy waters?" I said, Jesus Christ, I could have brought you a bottle of water. Where's your big purse with all the junk food in it? You know? Ah. And then by the time you walk away from the concession stand, oh, fuck, there goes $35. Okay? Add that to the 40. What do you got? Yeah. There goes Bama's fucking monthly paycheck. You know? Gone out the fucking window, man. No wonder he's in fucking Philippines. Jesus Christ. He
Yeah,
can't even
Gunner, it's not
afford to
cheap.
go to the fucking movies in the States.
What we did though, Gunners, we went out for dinner before going to the movie. So
Dude, last time I went to the movie, what did I see? Oh, I saw Bumblebee. Okay?
I haven't seen
Wanted
that
to
yet.
see, yeah, wanted to see Bumblebee. I won't say any spoilers, okay? I'm not like some assholes. And, you know, so I told my daughter, I said, bring your big fucking pocketbook, man. So we stopped at fucking Five Guys, and I got fucking bag of French fries, and I got fucking couple of bacon cheeseburgers, stuffed that all in her bag, man. And the only thing we bought at the concession stand was fucking soda. So that cost me $15, 2 sodas. Uh,
Yeah.
and but hey, I had a nice cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger to go with my movie. Fucking real hot, nice French fries that didn't have 3 pounds of grease all over them. You know, because Five Guys is a premier place to go get a burger around here. Man.
Yeah, it's like
So,
I don't like that
I've
place,
heard
man.
that before.
I don't like it. I don't like Five Guys. I'd still like In and Out. If I want to go to a burger place, I'd rather go to In and Out. But
What about Carl's Jr.?
Carl Jr. is kind of like a McDonald's or something. It's not really that.
yeah, that's a McDonald quality.
Yeah.
Step up, what half a step up over McDonald's.
Yeah, well,
I'll take
we just
Carl's
got our
Jr. over a Mickey D's any day.
we just got the first one here in Adelaide, and I went with my son a couple of times now and had burgers there, and they kill Burger King and McDonald's.
Yeah, you know what though? You know, a lot of things don't taste the same. Like, but I remember when I was in the Philippines, like the McDonald's and Burger King actually taste the same in the Philippines. You know, when I was there.
Really?
Yeah, it
Really?
actually tastes the same. Didn't taste
No
no
shit.
different. Yeah, it didn't taste no different. You know, it wasn't too bad, and that was cheaper too.
I used to, you talk about this In and Out burger joint. I used to go to this bar on Mag Side called In and Out. You know, that's the only In and Out I ever liked. Yeah, you get my drift, don't you, salty motherfucker?
Well, I've heard the Five Guys. I've heard of In and Out before. Carl's Jr. I knew about. Hardee's, is it?
Well,
Gunner's
that's the
saying
same thing.
Carl's Jr.'s about.
Carl's Jr. is Hardee's. Well,
Yeah.
the Carl's Jr. and then Hardee's is like the name they kept like in the Midwest or down. You know,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same thing. Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. It's
Okay.
the same thing.
Yeah, because Gunner just said Carl's Jr. about the same as Hardee's.
Yeah,
I'd never heard of Hardee's though.
that's like in the Midwest. That's like in. I remember when I used to go see my uncle down in Missouri. It was Hardee's down in Missouri.
Mate, I used to
ahead.
like going. Sorry, I was just going to say I used to like going to a place called Sonic and getting their chili dogs.
Sonic's is good. Yeah, Sonic's. Yeah. Sonic's is like a big thing now.
But I'll tell you, Thunder, if you come back here to America, first thing I want you to do is have somebody take you to fucking Five Guys. And once you taste that burger and you taste their fries, you're gonna go bloody brilliant, mate.
They're kind of expensive though too. Five Guys is kind of spendy, but I mean,
Well, here, if me and somebody else goes to Five Guys, I'll get a bag of fries because you don't have to get two orders of fries. Just get one order. That's how much fries they give you.
yeah, they give you their one bag of fries is a lot, man. You don't need.
Yeah, you could split that between two people, even three.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
And you get a couple of, like, I usually get a double bacon cheeseburger, with some other bullshit on it. And then my kid will get something. And it'll run $21. That includes sodas, too.
That's not bad.
But, dude.
Yeah, it is. If you've been living in the Philippines for a while, that shit's expensive.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's another month's pay for fucking hobgoblin right there,
Oh boy, yeah, yeah.
So what did you?
Yeah.
You can buy 2 Vienna sausages and live, there for a day. You just gotta eat 2 sausages a day, man.
Out of 10, MJ, how would you rate that end game?
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, you didn't.
No, somebody told me like I don't watch it and yada
Da
yada
da 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 da. I don't want to hear it,
yada.
motherfucker.
I haven't even watched it yet. So
I'm about ready to fucking go online, get me a ticket to Los Angeles and visit some brown motherfucker.
Shit, I haven't been into LA for fucking years, 15, 16, 17 years maybe. They still got that They still got that UFO looking fucking building there.
Oh yeah, you liked LA? How did you like LA, Thunder?
Everyone seems scared of me, mate. Like I'd go and say hello to people and they'd jump back and fucking.
Wait, did you actually travel to LA? Did you
only around the day I went fucking.
Oh, so you never even saw LA?
Not really, no.
Hey, they still got that donut shop with the big fucking donut over it.
Randy's
Yeah.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an icon, man, and I think that's in South Central, but it's like not that too far. That we're over there by Long Beach, and it wasn't that too far either.
Yeah.
Randy's Donuts.
Because I went to that place in fucking '87 when I was on the Ogden. We were home ported in Long Beach.
Oh yeah, that's an icon place, man. Randy's Donuts, man.
We just got one of your franchises over here in the last couple of years, Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, that's like pure fucking sugar, man. Holy
that's
fuck.
like holy fuck, man. You get one of those donuts, it's like that thing is so filled with sugar. Holy fuck, dude. You're asking for it to get diabetic, man.
Dude, that shit.
I've been there and got stuff with my nephew, but I've never had it myself. So
one Krispy Kreme donut put you into a fucking coma, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's sugar on it, dude. Holy fuck, man. Yeah.
But I think that's where that franchise came from you guys anyway.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for Taco Bell, mate, to start over here.
Well, actually, there's a company because I actually invested in some pieces of stock right on the stock market, and now there's this there was a this meat
Oh,
company
here.
that came out as an ICO yesterday. They make like this new they're the only public vegan company. Basically, they're called Beyond Meat, and they make meat for like fucking Del Taco. You ever heard of Del Taco?
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
And it's vegan.
Hey, are you going into the restroom when I hear that door open and you start echoing? Are you going in there having a toss off while you're talking to us?
Who are you talking to?
You.
No.
How come you're echoing?
Well, it's to be the room that he's in.
You're in the head, man. I know you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not in the head.
Come on. I bet you. Hey, check it out, Thunder. I bet you he's sitting on the shit or fucking pinching a loaf off. Right?
Oh,
I'm
Jesus,
telling
MJ.
you, man. Telling you, man. These motherfuckers that blaze up, they'll do anything, man. You gotta watch out for these fucking hopheads, man.
These hot pants. uh,
I love it, man. I sit up here and give you all the shit in the world, and I never get any mad props from the White Knights, man.
nah.
Let's have a look. We got a Del Taco here a few years back. It didn't last for a couple of years. They opened up
You,
right beside Taco Bell.
you guys have Del Taco in Australia?
We don't have Taco Bell, no. Not here in Adelaide, anyway.
No. What about Del Taco?
No, never heard of them.
Never heard of them, huh? Dude.
But
But when you
I'm waiting for someone to start a franchise of Taco Bell here. I reckon it would go well.
when do you think you might be in America again?
Well, it depends when I can get a certain American over here.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's the idea is Crystal will come here first,
Uh
get a feel for the place and shit, and I'm guessing after that it'll be up to me to get over there. And
You know, she go where? Do you mind telling me where are you in Australia?
I'm in South Australia,
South Australia.
Adelaide.
Adelaide. She might like it so much that she might not want to go back to America.
Well, I've showed her a little bit of it, and yeah, she's already loves the place. So, but you need to come and experience it too. So, but
Yeah.
I think she will like it, and the idea is that eventually we'd probably settle down here.
You know what I enjoyed about Australia when I went to places like Sydney, Perth, and Tassie?
Well,
It was so fucking white. Okay, I I didn't have to look at guys like MJ. All right.
It was so. What do you mean? It was so. Oh, so what do you mean? They're like against like.
It's not like that now, but South Australia
I
is.
see how you guys are, man. That's fucked up, dude.
Back when you were in Perth, Adelaide would have been very similar, Popeye.
Really.
Adelaide very similar to Perth.
Well, but I do have to tell you, MJ, that's a big fat fucking lie. I did meet a lot of Aborigines too, and they're fucking cool, man. I like them. They're fucking cool.
Yeah, and you got to remember that the Aboriginal community is about 1% of the population, and a lot of the pure Aboriginal, pure blood, are still living out in the middle of nowhere.
In the bush, right?
Yeah, out in Arnhem
Yeah.
Land.
You could use a lot of your terms with me. I comprehend.
Yeah, I know. You tell people the bush, they're expecting to go in the desert and find one little bush or something, you know. Well, they all live around this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I
But
just wanted to. I just wanted to see if I could trip MJ's trigger, man. I like I like fucking spinning him up, man. Like, I'm not prejudiced, man. Whoever the fuck you are, I'll spin you up. Okay.
there you go. See, Charlene just said the idea is that she'll come and hang out with me and Finn. So, because Charlene is because her husband's in the military, he might be moving to South Australia. So, yeah, I'm guessing that Crystal and Charlene will be spending a lot of time together. Whoa, well, I'm probably in big trouble then.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret, Thunder. Okay. It's like this. When Crystal gets there, okay, the only thing you're going to be spending time with is Crystal. You two are really going to get to know each other.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, first for sure, yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're going to blink your eyes and you're going to like, wow, we didn't visit anybody.
That's a possibility, and I guess it depends. Like the first time when Crystal comes here for the first time, I don't think Charlene will actually be in South Australia at that time. So I'm not sure. I think they're looking at moving next year.
Mhm.
Although I believe she might be coming here for a visit.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that when Crystal gets here, Charlene probably still wouldn't have moved here yet. So it's very likely that Crystal will be settled in here in Adelaide before Charlene is. But I just have to wait and see. I mean, like I said she'll want to come here, and then I'll probably have to jump over to LA and spend some time over there, which would be cool because most of my time was spent in the Midwest, so good to spend it somewhere else. But
It had to be boring, man, in the Midwest.
No, mate. We went out shooting a lot, so that was good fun. Everything was new to me, like just going to places like the Trail of Tears, which is a museum for the Cherokee Indians.
Yeah.
Phillips Petroleum, the guy Phillips himself, he had his place, which was made into a museum, and they had a big museum built next to it, and check out shit like that. And
Yeah,
got
you're
to,
talking about all that boring shit,
I loved it.
museums.
The history was unreal, man. I had my photo taken at the table that Jesse James owned, and got out there with some mountain men who lived on the property, and got to shoot some black powder guns. And
Yeah, I could see that, but if I was to dump into the Midwest, I'd be like, really? Fucking what's there to do here in Podunk? You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I was out doing things and meeting people all the time. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed my time there. But did a bit of drinking. Got a taste for the bud. You'd probably go yuck, but I didn't mind bud.
Oh, dude.
No gunner. No, I didn't get to see the Crazy Horse statue. Wish I had. I'd love to have seen Mount Rushmore as well. But I did get to see. Hey, Steve, I did get to see a submarine that had been pulled inland, and like it was a little museum, and it held the world record or something for sinking so many enemy ships, enemy subs in a 72-hour period. So jumped on there, had to talk to the old guy who was like doing the maintenance and looking after it, which was just getting out and talking to different people, mate. I got to spend Thanksgiving over there, which was just amazing.
So what did you think of having a big turkey dinner?
Oh, mate, you just eat so much, and people just keep throwing food in front of you, and you just want to sleep after, like an hour after you've eaten. It's like struggling to keep your eyes open. But
You
I
know
guess,
why?
yeah, the turkey,
Yeah.
the
There's
turkey
this
meat.
little amino acid in the turkey. It's called tryptophan. Shit is Mother Nature's natural sedative right there, man.
Yeah, it's a bit like milk, and I think milk's the same too. But yeah, having a few beers after sort of got you going again. But I got to spend the 4th of July there, which was sensational. Um, you know,
You got to
fireworks.
really experience real Americana.
Yeah, it was like the 4th of July. They had a big barbecue like late that afternoon, and then hundreds of dollars of fireworks going off, mate, and had a ball. Had a ball. Even though I got we what was it like? We called them Yankee size fireworks, but probably about, I mean, the size of your little finger, but 5,000 of them, mate, in these big rolls, and we couldn't find the wick, and we had it sitting on a 55-gallon drum, and we lit the wrong spot, mate, and it 5,000 of these things started going off at us, mate. And we were running away from it, getting shot in the back with them, and had all these red dots over my back, and
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You got to be careful when you're playing with those little fucking bastards, man. I tell you.
but it was the most fun. That's the night when the fireworks first started going off. They went off like in one of the adjoining properties because we were sort of out in a bit of the country area, and
Uh-huh.
I heard this fucking roar. And I turned around to my mate and I said, what the hell is that? It was actually my mate's brother. And he said, oh, that's the lion next door on there. Bullshit, don't fuck with me. He said, no, 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 the woman next door's got a lion. And like, bullshit. She said, yeah, come with me. So he takes me over there. We knock on the front door and say hello to this lady, introduce myself. And obviously the neighbour knows her really well. And she takes me out the back. And yeah, mate, there's a big cage out there with a fucking female lion in it. And running around the backyard was a kangaroo and an emu, and it's like, what the hell? She rescued like people that had pets that couldn't look after them or something. They'd go to her,
Yeah,
and
exotic pets that they could
yeah,
no longer control or look after. Yeah.
yeah, she was getting them, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah,
That's
only
fucking hilarious, man.
only in America, man. And we went
Dude,
out to go for it.
you know what I used to love about Philippines? When Christmas and New Year's Eve used to come, man. I'd say the best Christmas and New Year's Eve I ever had in Philippines was 1984. And me and my girl, we went down to the market, and I shit you not, at that time I was getting 20 pesos to the dollar. Okay, and I bought fucking close to $75 American in fireworks. Okay, I filled the trunk of my fucking car. All right. All right. And I lived on this street called Otera Drive in Mabayuhan. And I had a balcony in the front and a balcony in the back, man. So, and in the back, you stand on the balcony in the back is the Santa Rita River. And dude, we, I must have spent like, me and my bros must have spent like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours sitting there lighting bottle rockets off. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, that's all you heard all night was pop, 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 crack, crack, pop, 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 all fucking night. You're not going to sleep, all right? Now, I don't know if it's like that anymore. I hear they're cracking down on the fireworks, because people are getting their fingers blown off and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it got banned here. Geez, a long time ago now. Um, so it was really appreciated being there on the 4th of July. And, I mean, like I said, for an Aussie being over there, it was an amazing. The barbecue, like um, the ribs with the meat falling off of them, and
Yeah.
oh my god, it was great feed, good fun. got to see a fucking lion.
Yeah, Americans can be some crazy bastards too, man.
Well, it's different again. I mean, I guess around Tulsa, I was in a place called Jenks, really nice area, but it was very rustic once you got out of the city a little bit out there. That's for sure. But good people. Said they had a lot of fun, and there was days we went out there and just some guns they weren't even supposed to own, but they still had them, and we were letting them fly, mate. It was a good day. I went out to a place called the Panhandle up there, where Oklahoma looks like a pot.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I love the food. The food for me, like going to like these 24-hour diners, mate, and getting a T-bone whenever I wanted. And
you died and went to heaven, right?
it's fantastic because it was just so different. Everything's open 24 hours, where back here at that time it wasn't. I could go to Walmart, go shopping for food at 3 o'clock in the morning for one,
Yeah. See, Gun Term's got it right, man. He's like bottle rockets were the best. Used to have bottle rocket fights as a kid, so he must have grew up in my era. Okay, because back in my era, we threw firecrackers at each other. We threw fucking, we lit bottle rockets off at each other. We pointed Roman candles at each other. We were assholes.
We used to do it when we were kids, and it was still legal. We would do it. For us, it was the kids across the road, and so you're throwing them across the street at each other. But yeah, I mean,
So
as far as I know, it's still legal.
Yeah,
still legal where you are.
Yeah, Australia is kind of like America. They're kind of like taking your fun away here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's because too many kids were getting injured, but no one stopped to think that maybe these kids who were getting injured needed to be supervised too young or whatever, and doing stupid things, But unfortunately, they just they blanket legislate, so everyone suffered for what a few dummies.
Well, I tell you, they had this firework that I bought in the Philippines in '84. It's called a pinwheel, right?
Yeah, yep.
And you tack it to like a wooden fence or something like that. And well, I tacked them all up on the balcony, and I was going down the line lighting them up, but I was fucking I had my face a little too close, and the last one I lit up had a really short fuse, and it just blew into my face. All the flame, the sparks and shit like that. Fucking God, I had what a shiner it gave me. I looked like I
Oh,
looked like
shit.
side of my face. I looked like fucking Rocky after 15 rounds. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
And a couple of days later, I went into work, and they're all looking at me, and they're like, "Fuck, Guns, what the fuck happened to you? Your old lady catch you out fucking around on her?" I was like, I started laughing. I said, "No, fireworks got the best of me. Here I am, 24 fucking years old, so who needs supervision, right?"
But the last fireworks I got, they're illegal, obviously, but they were like sticks of dynamite with the wax tops on them. You just scratch them against the matchbox to light them, and
Yeah.
they'll go off underwater and shit like that.
Oh yeah, we call
Uh,
those M80s, man.
I gave some to my nephew, mate. The idiot went and fucking blew up a Coke machine in a mall and set off all the burglar alarms. And
We'd light those motherfuckers and stuff them in a toilet, man.
Jesus. They were monsters,
Hell
mate.
yeah.
Like sticks of dynamite. So,
Hell yeah.
so you got a name from M80s.
Hmm. Yeah, it's quarter stick of dynamite is what it is, man.
Jesus. Yeah, well, that's probably right. Like a quarter of a stick of dynamite. Mop's mum stopped buying fireworks after a firework blew up in my face. It singed my eyelashes together and burnt my hair. A short fuse and doing this just to get hurt.
Hell, I hear you, man. I hear you. That happened to me at 23 years old. I should have known better. And here, check it out, man. My rate in the Navy, I work with some of the most dangerous ordnance on Earth. Okay.
I bet you never told him about your experience with fireworks, though, did you?
No. And fucking goddamn, I let some fucking Filipino firework get the best of me.
Jesus, that should have been a warning there, though.
That's fucking shameful, man. Shameful. Oh man, I tell you. But I tell you, Thunder, I got to toddle off. I got to get a couple hours sleep, brother.
Yeah, no worries, mate. It's a good idea. I've probably been gone. Look here, a couple of hours, I'd say.
Yeah, it was great chatting
3
with
hours.
you, man.
Yeah, yeah, same, man. I'll jump off as well. So, thanks for joining us, MJ. If you're listening, thanks for coming on. Take care, guys. It's been a good bit of good fun. So, who
All
knows?
right,
Might
thank you,
catch us
Thunder.
early morning. No worries. Might catch you early morning your times. Just depends.
All right, all right.
Let's
I'll
see what
look for the
happens.
notification.
No worries. All right. There you go, Nate. You just turned up, Andy. Jesus. Did you want to jump on, Andy, or you're all right there if you wanted to come on and say hello? And otherwise, I'll just end the stream. Okay. There's the link.
There yet?
How you doing?
Hey, yo, man, sorry, yeah, I was up all fucking night. I was up, been up all night doing karaoke, actually, and their quiz, I did their quiz with them, man.
How did you go?
Oh, fucking, we lost. The team I was on, it was the girls, it was, what, Heidi, fucking, Jean, and Charlene, and fucking, and Armani, but he didn't fucking seem to say too much. How you going, sis? I'll just call you sis. Otherwise I'll fucking, especially at the moment, because I made butter last night, Mark. I was out of butter. So I made and I thought the best time, we'll probably do it is midnight when there's, no one's awake to smell anything. So, and I've just tried it. So I just had it about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. So hopefully very soon we'll be,
Kicking in.
because I put a different ratio this time. I went like a 1-to-2 ratio. 1 gram of weed to 2 grams of butter. So yeah, we go with that. But so I basically, but yeah, no, we would have it would have been a draw, right? But fucking typical. They're all fucking having a bit of a babble as our shot, and I've said straight away, straight the fuck away, as soon as it comes up, who had the hit with physical, right? in 1981? Or not? Let's get physical. 1981. Straight away, Olivia Newton-John. Automatically, it's fucking bang in my head. I'm saying Olivia Newton-John, Olivia Newton-John, Olivia Newton-John. No cunt hears me. Some cunt types Olivia Newton-John in there. The fucking question gets fucking annulled. I'm like, fucking, I said it before. This cunt said it, but they reckon they didn't hear me. All right, so Dave says, well, blah blah blah. So we do another question. Got no fucking idea what the question. None of us have got any idea what the answer is. So we lost 5-4. I felt ripped off myself. Because, because no crap says to come up, I'm like, straight away, fucking Olivia, it's just fucking instant. You know what I mean? Hang out there, fucking, it's just one of those things with me. You know what I mean? Some things, you know what I mean? They just fucking, realistically, when it comes to those things, you go with that first answer that comes to your head 9 times out of 10, fucking 9.5 times out of 10. That first answer is the right answer. That's how it is. Your brain just fucking, connect. I actually was watching a thing about brains the other day where they were saying that it's like, when you're writing search engineer and you fucking start writing it off, and other things come up to help you along the way to fucking, for that question you're looking to ask, and your brain, they reckon, they fucking really know, but you never know. Maybe they know. Fucking hell, it's starting to kick in now, Mark. Fucking hell. I can feel it. I feel as well. Yeah, all right. Oh,
time to start up a stream then, Andy, and go for it.
Maybe. Might be a good idea. Well, I'm going to do something, I guess. Again, actually, they fucking hell, man. I'm like, I fucking sang a heap of songs last night. I reckon I sang the first two before anyone else because first of all it was, what was it first of all? That's right, 99 Problems. And then I take a breath. Fuck that, take a breath. It's fucking, that's an automatic fucking function there, Gunner. And then Hawaii come on, so of course it had to be fucking Tainted Love. And then they fucking had the gall to ask me to fucking sing again. But I didn't. But I would have. That's the fucking worst part, Mark. I fucking love this shit.
That's a worry, Andy.
It is a worry. I fucking love it. I sit here, where it was the time I was watching conspiracy fucking videos. Now I'm sitting here fucking singing hard. Fucking trying out fucking songs. It's terrible. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. But maybe it's time. I'm coming up to 55 in what are we up to? How many days? Pretty soon? What are we looking at? What's that? What's today there? Hell, it's fucking 4 weeks from today. I'll be 55. A double 5. Off this fucking, I'll be in the beginning of a new cycle. See, it's all coming together. No, it's a simple thing, The cycles, the 9 years, they have to be, don't they?
You got guys saying hello to you in the chat.
Hello.
Crystal said Andy.
Crystal said Andy. All right, yeah, sorry. I'll hang on. Sometimes this fucking thing, I got a bit of a. The computer's been on all night. I've been, I was asleep. Asleep. It's funny, actually. They're like, oh, we go up to the handgun people. Hello, Crystal. Again, Kiwi, everyone. I'm like, they're like, oh, we're going to fucking close down. I'm like, you fucking piss me guts here. I've been awake all fucking night, blah, 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 blah. And I fucking reckon I was asleep before the fucking, I was like, something after I got off, it was like, oh, fuck, I could go to sleep. So I just woke up. Seen you were here, jumped on. Fucking, just woke up. I woke up. Priorities. I woke up. I got the butter out. I did the butter. You know what I mean? Put in a fucking meal. Cooked the meal. And ate the meal. And Dad was coming as well. Because Dad helped me. In the beginning, he woke me up and he rang up to tell me that he was coming. See? I like pleasing him, actually. Although he still had to have a bit of a grumble, but that's what he's like. Fucking, But yeah, he's bringing beetroot soup around. He brought some beetroot soup around. You love beetroot soup. Well, maybe we should keep some out for you to try it. Then you'll fucking know. It's rather nice, actually. I mean, that's what I mean. That's how I know that he does try, I guess. When see, I'm not fucking stone on it. Makes me fucking think this, because it's like, you know what I mean? Since I told him I like fucking his beetroot soup, all he makes now is beetroot soup. Before that it was, lots of different types. Now it's honestly just
Tell him you like lamb roast.
I'm not saying. Well, he might bring it around. I suppose he might bring it around. Because he wouldn't let me. Although I was there, like I said, he's a weird man. It was actually good. I hadn't been to his house. When I went and seen him the other day and fucking helped him out with his roller door, fucking. I fucking remind me how long it's been since I've been there. Fucking. And the only reason I don't go is because, you know what I mean? But he probably would say the same thing, but I'd say sometimes I don't feel welcome. He'd probably say the same thing. But he'd be right. Sometimes he ain't fucking welcome. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus.
But like fucking, we're different, fucking hell. Depends on you, Fucking, maybe you should have fucking seen him in this fucking mode. Yeah, you've been since fucking, I don't think I've seen you since fucking Wednesday night. Have I?
Yeah, I was been hanging out to chat to you, find out what happened on that night.
You fell asleep?
No, not that, but Havoc obviously had a big problem with MJ or something.
MJ, he fucking just, look, it was obvious to both Ross and me that, he was just fucking, realistic. Like I said, when you spend a lot of time with people and you observe what they do, it's pretty easy to upset them if you know what to say. So I know, he'll go nah, but he knows, and he probably knows that. He knows that fucking some people just know what to say to them. You just know. Look, realistically, you meet someone, you don't fucking know them from bar sake, I can't upset them that much. Really. I'm not going to make faces at them or something, I don't know. But you spend time in a community and you learn what people are like. Yeah, no, the longer I fucking get to know you, the worse it can be. Hell, that's what, I fucking, that's why if I do ever get upset with you, I'm very, you will probably hit me. The rest of these people will know that I'm not happy, and I'm probably, and I've said so much that I'm going to hurt you. Because like I said, sticks and stones break my bones, but fucking names fucking kick ass. Names, aka words, fucking hell, it's that simple. And, that's why I fucking stopped talking. Kind of, because because it's easy to be nasty, especially sometimes with some people, you just get sick of their, you just get sick of, even I, the tolerant as I try to be, still sometimes, well, that's how I used to be. I got to before I fucking stopped talking so much was, some people just need to be told. It's that easy. But then you have to think about it from other points of view of like, we all got fucking shit that we're going to go through. Some of us can handle it better than others. Hell, shit, I think my life's pretty easy. Like I said, worst thing I've got so far is diabetes. And, yeah, fucking that's not a fucking problem as far as I'm concerned. The rest of my life's been shit hot. Well, apart from the good, the bad, and the ugly, but you know what I mean? It really comes down to, it's kind of fucking, I feel really philosophical. Maybe I'd fucking maybe I should do a fucking chat and talk about fucking. This is actually probably a good time to fucking do it. Because that's funny, you know. It's fucking since I've been on here, I've fucking been thinking, well, you know, in a different fucking light now. So the other day, or not the other day, I should say, the other day. See, people don't, but I suppose as you get to know me, you'll get to, you know, people get to understand me. Now, if I say the other day is fucking whatever. It's just a fucking term, you know what I mean? How you going, Armani, cover? Again, so, you know, because realistically, you know, after a while, you got to admit yourself, time get, depending on apart from, you know, important things, it's time's a blur, you know, so you just fucking, so, you know, a couple of days ago, you know, I mean, I used to go, you know, a few days ago or the other day, and then I mentally correct myself and go, come on, Andrew, that was about 3 weeks ago, 4 months ago. You know what I mean? My brain just goes, tells me that wasn't the other day. But even though, you know, I know what I mean, and it's just fucking, you know, fucking like that. But I ended up the other, well, in the past, recent past, because, you know, because I've been talking on here with you guys, I fucking had some butter, all right? Because I like to plan, you know, well, I said I'm a Boy Scout, so I kind of prepare things in a way they plan. And my plan was eat this stew laced with butter, slip up the shops, up to the LIGA there, grab some shit, and fucking come back, and it'd be kicking in. That's what I was thinking to myself. Except, I mean, Yvonne rang me and spoke to me for an hour. Fucking, so by the time I got up there, I was fucking, you know, it was just starting to come on. Because I had to go up there now because I had to do me fucking lotto and fucking shit. So I fucking, yeah, so I get up there and this fucking butter thing just fucking starts to kick in. And I'm thinking, and you know what my first thought was? Yeah, because I'm saying all this stupid shit. Oh, yeah, we got to have one of fucking camera in my body cam, you know, walk around the shop. So, yeah, I'm talking about product. I thought that sounded pretty fucking funny myself, but, you know, fucking bias. So, yeah, that was fucking one of those things. So, it's just I've actually been thinking. And then there's Amani with his, when I was seeing him wandering around with his camera, I thought, I let fucking people play football over here. Hey, come to watch that. The girls play footy. I'm a fucking hell. I happen to watch the girls play footy. Yeah, we should probably sit out the front and watch the girls play footy.
Yeah, you fucking do that.
You know, fucking not a bad idea. Fucking, you know, so you know, it's fucking. But it's the old man just like this, like he's a bit of a crowd, and you know, I heard a bit of noise, a bit of a loud crowd. Because I was fucking. Who knows? I was expecting to see fucking chaos in the street, but it wasn't that bad today.
I've just seen Charlene is live.
Charlene, we should fucking raid her.
She's doing a she's doing a sing for her and Finn.
Hey, no, actually that's fucking. Wait, before we fucking go too fucking crazy, yeah, what the fuck? I fucking. Have you heard of, where is this? What I bookmarked it? Fucking. Have you heard of fucking Albion Online?
No.
Have a fucking look. Just look out. I mean, just put it in fucking. Well, hang on, I can put it. Hang on, I gotta fucking. We're gonna fucking. Oh no. Yeah, just put it in. You'll get something and have a look at it. You know, if you want interest in playing the game. I mean, fucking, you know, because. It looks like a fucking good game. We're going to have a ball in there. Imagine if we got a whole big part of the people seeing it's fucking out free to play, like, you know, most of those kind of games are, but I reckon, what a whack, eh? Well, especially if we fucking got on here, we could have a fucking decent crazy. Hey, Summer, before you go, did you ask me to fucking, was it you that asked me about 10-inch fucking, 10-inch fucking song from Aerosmith?
Yeah, see you, Gunner. Good night, mate. Yeah, I don't know that song by Aerosmith.
Yeah, I didn't know, but I found it. That's all. I just wondered if it was Gunner that.
But
Because you know,
if you guys want to jump over to Charlene's, because I want to get something to eat anyway. I'm starving.
all right.
So I'm thinking about something. I don't know if you want to do a stream later or.
Yeah, all right. I want. I mean that. Fucking, no, I mean fucking. I'm well. You know what I say. I'm feeling fucking really good, man. Fucking really nice, man. Fucking.
Well, she's even put the link. She's even put the link in her chat there if you want, Andy.
Huh?
Oh, she's even put the link in to go on to Hangouts with her if you want.
No, big teenager. Oh, the DR. Is that you? You? I think it was somebody that. I think it was somebody. I didn't. I mean, you know, I wrote it down. I wrote down the look of the song. I didn't write down who fucking asked me. You know, I apologise for my brain has selective thinking for some reason. And
Well, I'm going to head off, guys.
yeah, all right. Well, DR, I found it, and I'll fucking yeah. You never. I'll get around to it next time you ask. All right. All right. Nice, Mike. See you later. Goodbye, everyone. Good to see you. Even
I'll
just
probably
for a
talk.
moment or two.
I'll probably talk to you on another live later or something, mate.
Yeah, no, definitely. Or I'll message you if you want. Well,
No,
I'll probably ring you because you know I hate fucking messaging.
no worries.
All right. I'll touch my mouse. Oh,
All right. See you later, guys.
see you.